Hello and welcome back to Forged by Geeks playing more Slay the Spire. As you can see, we're still not on video. We're still getting drywall repairs and all electrical inspections and everything for our solar install. So, sorry about the lack of camera, but hopefully we'll have that resolved within a few weeks if we're lucky. Turns out getting your entire meter switched out takes a while. But we're here. We're good to go. We're starting Ascension Level 2. So, with Ascension Level 2, we now have the Harder Elites, and we've lost 1 max HP. That is represented. It might be a little hard for you to see here, but there is a black cube each of us now has that was in the game that blocks off the last spot of our HP. So that's a nice little touch that they thought, how do people remember this?
Is this cumulative? Like on Ascension Level 3, will we still have lost this HP?
No, we'll still be missing the lost HP, but it won't go up to like 2 lost HP.
Yeah, in fact, it never has you lose more HP on the Ascension levels.
Though, at Ascension Level 9, we start down 1 HP. We're damaged. And eventually you heal less and stuff like that. So... We're also, we got unlocks. We have colorless cards that we'll be getting potentially out of the Meow cards as well as out of the shop.
And out of events.
And out of events. So we've got some new changes. So otherwise it's basically the same difficulty as last time except 1 less max HP, and now we also get colorless cards thrown in.
Yes, and Peter is now playing the Defect, I am now playing the Watcher, and Tony is now playing the Ironclad.
That is correct. Good change up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's get this party started. So the first thing we need to do, Peter already randomized and threw out the tokens. Thank you so much. We usually try to do that on camera. I wasn't too worried. Now we need to do our Meow cards as a starting point. I think we all just get 1. I'm so used to Frosthaven at this point getting like 3 and picking.
Each player draws 1.
Okay.
And then we get our selection.
Peter. You are getting, you will get 3 gold and a card selection, and then you choose from below. Gain 1 card from the colorless card rewards, transform a card, or gain 10 gold and lose 2 HP.
Interesting.
So the colorless, I think, is still reveal the top 3 cards because it still uses the same icon.
Yeah, so you'd reveal the top 3 of the colorless deck and get to pick 1. Dan, you are getting 3 gold and a card, and then either remove a card, transform a card, or transform 2 cards and lose 3 HP.
Transform is discard, and then
it's remove,
remove, and then draw whatever I get.
Yeah, exactly. Nicole, you are 3 gold and a card, and either gain 3 potions, gain another card, or gain a relic and lose 3 gold.
Okay.
So a relic instead of your 3 gold.
Okay.
That's interesting. That's almost worth it, even though it might be random.
Yeah.
And then I get 3 gold and a card, or gain 5 gold, and then as an additional, gain 5 additional gold, add a random rare card to your deck, or gain a rare card and lose my 3 gold. So I draw the 3 and get to pick 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's rough choices. Okay, so everybody take your 3 gold as a starting point.
And take our initial card.
Yep.
So is draw 3, pick 1 from the card icon?
Yeah, only if you're doing colorless, put them on the screen. Otherwise, just put what you end up taking.
Got these?
Yep. We'll just put what we're taking on the screen and talk about it a little bit. I definitely want a rare. The question is, do I get a random? I think I'm going to lose my 3 gold to get a pick.
Should we say which of our initial 3 cards we took?
Yeah, and then you can say when you pick, show what you took versus what.
So,
but don't put them on screen right away. Now you can.
Yeah,
since you've chosen.
Yeah, I'm taking Cloak and Dagger because it's a Shiv card, and I'm going to try to build towards a Shiv deck to make things different this time. The alternatives were Catalyst, which doubles poison but is an exhaust, and then Tactician, which feels hard to play because it requires the card to be discarded by a card's effect.
Oh, to gain, what do you gain?
To gain 2 energy, and then I exhaust it.
That is hard to play, yeah.
Yes, I'd rather, especially early on, take something that is easy to play.
So Nicole, how does this character gain cubes or orbs?
So you gain one at the start. So it says channel 1 lightning at the start of the game, at the start of combat. And then, so your cards will allow you to play additional things. Like you have one card in your deck right now, which is called Zap, which for 1 energy will channel 1 lightning orb.
So channel means add one to the...
Yeah.
Add one to here?
And then when you have 3 orbs, assume that you haven't, that there's ways to get additional orb slots, assume you don't have them. Once you have filled up all of your orbs, when you channel a new orb, you can then channel that into any of the slots there. So in the game, it always like did a rotation thing. In this one, you can choose. So if you have a lightning orb and 2 frost orbs, you can elect to eject the lightning orb or eject one of the frost orbs. Your choice.
So I can pick anything to eject.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you eject them, you evoke them. So then you get the effect on the evoke of your board.
Okay.
So, yeah, managing your orbs is useful, though there are non-orb versions. Like, if you're doing a claw deck, like, your orbs are nice, but they're not critical.
So I'm trying to decide between Barrage, which I think you were using before to great effect, and starting with my first claw. They both seem important.
It basically, are you going to want to build an orb deck, or do you want to build a claw deck?
I think I want to build an orb deck.
Okay,
so I guess
then...
I should probably go with Barrage.
Yeah, Barrage is going to be better then.
It just goes right in your deck. The other 2 discard to the bottom of the draw. Oh, this is a hard choice. I want to look at the upgrades.
You're talking about from your 3 basic cards?
No, I'm looking at the 3 rares that I have to pick one.
I'm choosing Inner Peace.
I'm trying to decide if I want to transform 1 card or transform 2 cards at the cost of 3 HP.
Yep, it's a hard choice.
Because if we survive Act 1, that completely negates the 3 HP penalty.
It does.
I'm gonna go for 2 cards. I'm gonna be brave.
Nicole can't gain curses. Oh, that can be really powerful.
Nice.
That
So I
sounds
lost
nice.
3 in order to gain the Omamori.
Could you shut that window back there?
Yeah. So I am going to. I get to pick the cards I transform, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to transform 2 basic strikes at the cost of 3 HP.
Oh, not getting rid of a defense?
Well, yeah. I should get rid of 1 of each. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of 1 strike and 1 defend and keep things balanced. So these go away.
Oh, you're going for the colorless?
So I'm going to pick up one of these colorless cards.
Sweet. So why don't you put those on screen since people have never seen them?
All right. So we've got Hand of Greed, 4 damage, plus 3 damage if you have 10 or more gold.
Oh, wow.
Purity, exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand, and then exhaust. I guess that's useful for getting rid of, like, basic cards.
Yeah, or just like if you want, or if you, they're cards you don't play.
Yep. And Swift Strike. 1 damage, and you may switch rows with another player.
Interesting. So it's a free attack.
Yep.
And possibly either get yourself out of harm's way or into harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Go ahead, Dan. What'd you get?
I drew both golden tickets.
You're shitting me.
Wow.
I don't.
And I know you shuffled well. I saw you.
Yeah, I did not cheat.
No, I know you didn't. So now you just get the top 2 rare cards.
Okay. I get Burst and Unload.
Wow.
Okay. So now I'm
And a shiv.
Definitely. Well, no, you
shiv,
use all
yeah.
your shivs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it's a Shiv card.
Yeah.
And you were going for a shiv deck.
Yes. So that's convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Unload in my first playthrough, and that was nice.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
But it has no monies.
So, question: this turn, your next skill is played twice. Do I have to pay the energy cost twice?
Yes.
Or
No,
Yeah.
no.
You
No.
pay the energy cost once.
Mhm.
You pay the energy cost for that card and then pay the energy cost for the other.
Okay. So
Just put on the meow deck.
So I decided to go with the Hand of Greed.
Okay.
and then I shuffle these in. I
Can you
assume.
put that back on the screen for a second, Peter?
Sure.
I think I need to fix something with your screen. I think we have a focus issue. Yep. There you go. you're in focus now. So, all three of my rares are equally good, is my problem. So I have, this turn your next attack card is play twice. If I upgrade it, it's free. That has long...
That is totally awesome because there's so few very big attacks in your deck.
Exactly. But there's a big attack. Do 5 damage to an entire row. And it upgrades to 7 damage to an entire row.
But you take 2 dazes.
That does not seem like a high cost. And then the last one is if I wanted to build a defense deck, whenever you gain armor, deal 1 damage, and it upgrades to deal 2 damage. I think ultimately I'm going to go with Immolate, just because I think it will help out with some of the big sets of mobs we get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a priority to upgrade. Then, following on Peter's trajectory, because if I remember correctly, this goes free. Yes. I'm going to take Seeing Red. I drew 2 Seeing Reds, and I drew a second Wind. And ultimately, it's like the second Wind is not a bad card, but feels I'd have to build a deck around it, and I don't think I want to do that right now. Okay, so I think we all got our cards. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And I am at 5 hit points. So
Okay.
this will be interesting.
And pass yours over. And we are done with the Niao deck, hopefully for 3 sessions.
We will see.
So we only use it at Act 1?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that will never change. So, Dan will be our dice roll. Or first, everybody roll a die. Highest gets top placement.
Well, no.
9? 9?
9.
Okay, so both of you re-roll.
7?
10.
Okay, so Dan, put your figure in first place. Peter, yours is in second.
You're in third. And I, the watcher, am in fourth, watching.
So true. And now we can get rid of those dice. And then, Dan, as our new dice roller for this session, make your first roll. You're picking our boss.
4.
We are getting the asshole fire guy.
The
So
Hexa whatever.
the Hexaghost.
Hexaghost.
Hexaghost, thank you.
I think we already fought him in this.
We did.
And we fought the slime, so we still haven't fought the first guy.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, like, I was going back and checking my achievements on Slay the Spire, and it's like, man, I could do so many more achievement points.
Okay, so now we get our first mobs. And for Act 1, there's a fixed set of mobs that we encounter. So, but we don't know which one of us is getting them. Dan, you are getting a red louse with a friendly neighborhood green louse to join him.
I think that's what I got last time, too. In a different position.
Yes. Both have 3 hit points. But when you whack them, they gain 2 armor the first time.
Yep.
Nicole.
Nope.
Or
Peter.
sorry, Peter, you are getting a jawworm. So pretty much the buffiest of the mobs. I am getting a cultist.
Caw-caw.
And last but not least, Nicole is getting a small slime plus an acid slime. Oh, I think Peter wins the draw because he gets 3 rewards, but he technically has the hardest mob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with that,
And Nicole has the Dragon Quest art.
now
And I get no money.
now you roll a die to determine what they're doing while we draw up our cards.
The roll is cocked.
Okay, try to
Let's re-roll.
roll more towards
Yep.
this way. There we go.
6.
Okay, we got a 6, so you can just leave it there.
Okay.
4, 5. And for sake of knowledge, Dan, you're getting hit for 1 and weakened. Peter's getting hit for 3. I'm getting hit for 1, and then he strengthens for next round. Nicole's getting hit for 3 and a daze.
By the way, can I get a fresh sleeve for this? It looks like the sleeve is coming apart.
Sure. That happens. There you go.
Thank you.
And just throw it on the floor or something for now.
Okay. So
To get out of the way.
I'm getting hit for 1, you said?
You are getting hit for 1 and a weaken.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good start.
I also have a good start.
So I can wipe out Dan's or Nicole's row.
I can get 2 shivs and 2 defense for 2 energy, and then do 2 damage and have both shivs do 2 damage each with my 3 energy.
Okay. So you'd have 2 shivs, each dealing 2 damage.
And I would be able to give myself 2 defense in the process, so I should be able to protect myself.
Okay. Then I'm going to wipe out Dan's because that way they don't gain armor. I can hit them hard enough.
Okay. And
So-
then I can hit other things, like the drawworm maybe.
I drew my brand new rare card I started with. So I immolate both of them for 5 points of damage.
And they just die.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I take 2 days cards.
All right.
And then I'm going to wait. If somebody, if you guys manage to wipe out my cultists, I don't need armor. I can do something else. If not, I will armor.
So I will start with Burst for 1 energy.
I love us starting with rares.
Yeah, I got both my rares.
Oh, shit.
I don't have that many cards, so the odds
Yeah,
are
I
good.
know.
So my next skill is played twice. For 1 energy, I play Cloak and Dagger.
Nice.
So I gained 2 block, and I gained 2 shivs.
And it looks like you're happy to be back in the ship game again.
I am. And then, do we want me to wait or just go crazy?
Go.
So 2 damage to something
Okay.
with my last energy.
I think we do the draw worm, unless you're only really set for defense.
I mean, aren't I getting hit for
Oh,
3?
sorry. Wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I effectively have 3 attacks of 2 each that can be spread any way I want.
Oh,
So I've
Because
got my
I use all the shivs, and each one is a separate attack, and they deal +1 damage, so they deal 2
okay.
damage.
So let's have you mostly kill Nicole's.
I've
Okay.
got my Hand of Greed, and I can put 4 damage points on the jawworm. So if I can get 4 more points, I won't have to defend.
Okay.
Actually, if I can get 3 more points,
Everybody with these ones.
And how strong are your hits, Nicole?
I can do an eruption for 2, and then I can do a strike for 2 more because I'd be in wrath. So I've got 2 hits for 2.
2 hits for 2.
Won't you take damage for ending in wrath?
And I could use a miracle to block, which we're going big or going home in this, so I'd go wrath and then block, like the 1 damage from that. But then I don't have any blocks. Or I could just block twice and like do piddly damage, and that would be it for me.
yeah, I think I can do 6 points of damage to this guy. So if somebody else can do 2, then I won't have to defend.
Oh,
I'm trying to math some stuff.
I also have a 0-point card at 1 point of damage
Oh,
and
that-
weaken that I forgot.
That comes in handy. Okay.
So let's do that.
No, that's going to
And that's free, so I can definitely do that.
That's going to fix something here. Okay. So let's use one of your shivs and that card, and we're going to kill Nicole's small slime quick.
I guess you could just do the 2 damage. But I'm doing 2 damage in addition to the shiv. So let's just say the 2 damage and this. Well, this also adds a weaken. So, so take
Yeah,
that
if we
into
could put
account.
a weaken on like this jawworm, I could kill it right away.
Weaken
Maybe-
is
a weaken, not a
vulnerable.
vulnerable.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
But it will reduce. It will
So-
reduce your need to block.
So
by
even
one.
before your shivs, you're dealing 2 damage.
Yes, it's 2 damage, and then use all shivs. Now they deal +1 damage, which means each of the 2. I deal 2 damage, and then I throw both shivs each as a separate attack. So I deal 2. I deal
Okay.
3 2-point attacks.
Okay, so we'll do that. That takes both of these down to 1 hit point, and then you play that. You're out of shivs, and you kill this one. Or let's kill this one.
Okay,
This one's
and
the
we
worst.
just waste the weaken.
Yeah.
Okay,
It seems the better part of valor.
okay. If that works, that works. Then I am done.
And then
So with this, I could do 2 and completely defend myself, or I can do 4 and take 1 from the small slime, unless somebody else kills
let me
it.
do this. I'm going to spend my last energy on seeing red, which gets me 2 back. Then I'm going to spend 1 energy on a defend and 1 energy on a single strike.
Okay.
So I'm now defended against the damage I'll take, and I kill your slime.
All right.
So you now no longer need to defend.
All right. I use wrath, or I use eruption.
Mhm.
which is a 2 damage attack, and I will attack the jawworm.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I enter a wrath. And then I use a strike. What do we want to hit? You said you were doing 6, right,
I
Peter?
think I can do 6. So
Let Peter go first before that. Then.
Okay, then.
Hand of Greed will do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then Barrage will deal 1 damage for each orb I have. I have 1 orb. And then at the end of turn, I can deal 1 damage for my orb.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So now your attack can start hitting mine.
So I use a strike on the cultist.
How much?
That's going to be 2 because I'm in wrath.
Yep.
And then I finish it off with I'm actually spending my miracle for a defend to block the damage from wrath so that I don't take any damage.
Okay.
Um,
And we are all done.
No, end of turn.
Yep. No, we are done.
Yeah.
Now end of turn, and you kill it.
Great.
And now it attacks me for 1. I have armor for that, but it gains a strength token, so deal 2 next round, which is highly unlikely to happen. I only draw. Dan, roll the die. I only draw 3
I don't think
cards.
we're going to let it get that far.
And it's a 1. Doesn't matter. I deal 1 damage. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm armoring myself twice in case people can't kill it.
All I have are 3 strikes, and I don't need to defend.
Okay.
So I will just play 3 basic strikes.
Okay.
So evoke 1 orb twice. That means that this orb goes away.
Yes. And
but
then you
I
would.
do damage twice.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to evoke this twice and do 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Wait,
And-
but evoke only 1 point of damage? I think it's 2 points of damage.
Oh,
So
you're
evoke
right.
is.
Evoke is deal 2. So I'm doing 4 points of damage.
It's that
Yes.
nice and simple.
Sweet.
Thanks for the help. Still learning how to play the character.
Yeah.
Oh, no
totally understandable.
Okay. So Dan, you get 1 gold and pick up a normal card. Peter, you get a gold, a potion.
Did you toss me a potion?
You get a draw 3 card swift potion, and you
Okay.
get to pick up a card. I get a gold and to pick up a card. Nicole, you get a weak potion. Gives 2 weak tokens and a pick up a card.
This is hard.
Ooh.
This is hard.
So these 2 slots here, are they colorless slots or are they frost orb slots?
Wait.
Any color.
This is a rare card, right?
Yes.
So it shouldn't have been in there.
No.
Terrible.
Okay, so I'm going to pick Ball Lightning, which allows me to channel 1 lightning.
Very nice.
I think I'm going to take a second Cloak and Dagger over a Deflect to keep building towards Shivs.
I'm thinking about the enemy we're facing, and I have 2 cards that are very good against him. So I can pick Fire Breathing or Evolve. Whenever I draw a Daze, a Fire, or a Poison, I can either draw a card, or I can deal 2 damage to an entire row. Both of those seem very good for this upcoming boss.
Yeah. I'm taking Windmill Strike.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
I took a second Cloak and Dagger, which is Shiv and Defense.
You got a second Shiv card.
Yes. Gotta get them all.
I think I'm going to take Evolve just because it's so nice to handle the dazes and stuff and still have a card that's useful to play.
That is such funny art.
Yes. And then it goes free if I upgrade it, which is really nice. So last fire breathing goes away. Oh shit, did I? Yes, I accidentally put the other card into my deck. That would have been bad. No, I don't get a free cleave.
Oh, this one is a power, not a
Yeah.
one-use card.
Yeah. One of the things about the defect is that it does have quite a few powers. Like, I mean, every character has powers. I'd say the defect is slightly more power-driven than some other characters.
Okay, so now we need to choose our path. We probably only want 1 elite, though the elites in the first round are a little bit easier than in others.
He's learning.
Do we? So we want one elite. We could do
We
two.
can take any path up through here.
Yeah.
Even that there, we can still choose to do an elite.
Yeah, we can do a path that has 2 shops and a lot of events with just one elite and one normal mob. So 1 elite, 1 normal mob, 2 shops, the rest are events. That's a very interesting path.
Yeah, events are always interesting.
Yeah.
And they may give me a chance to heal, too.
We have another path that would give us an extra fire. And so it'd have 1 shop, 1 fire, 2 normal mobs, an elite, and the rest are events.
Fire is heal or upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why that's interesting, is getting 2 of those, we'll be able to upgrade 2 cards. I'm kind of leaning on do the double fire instead of the double shop. But the only downside is the shop's still pretty early if we go that route.
Yeah, so the thing is that, so in general, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
And Peter probably doesn't want to spend all of his money, given the Hand of Greed.
Yeah.
So that, I
have no money.
I think that overall lowers the value of shops for us right now.
So let's avoid the early shop. So do we want to do, if we're avoiding the early shop, we can either do 3 normal mobs and 1 event, or 3 events and a normal mob. Do we have a preference? I'm leaning the 3 events.
I lean the 3 events.
Events are just more interesting.
I'm also going for 3 events.
It means we won't have as many cards because you don't get card draw.
We do sometimes from events. But yeah, agreed. Generally, we'll get less cards that way and less gold. Okay, so Pat, move us up the middle, Peter.
Okay, right up the middle to our first question mark.
Yep. So our first event
Question.
is the library. You come across an old abandoned library. You find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. Read. Gain a card. Look at 5 cards instead of 3. Or sleep. Heal 3.
Is this per person or the group picks?
It looks like we each can pick.
Yeah, I think usually in events,
Yeah.
everybody gets to pick
For
unless
role-playing
it's...
reasons, I totally have to pick Reed.
And I'm going to heal 3 HP.
That's not a bad choice, honestly.
Yeah, because that...
I am totally getting the card.
Yeah, I'm full on life, so I'm totally getting the cards. So we draw 5 and pick 1.
I'd love to, but I need the health.
I got my golden ticket.
Nice.
So I will use that. And potentially get something I don't give a shit about.
Ooh, these are all so good.
What did you get?
So I got Compile Driver, which is attack 1 and then draw 1 card for each type of orb you have. Double Energy, which doubles your energy points. Sweeping Beam, which attacks a row for 1 and then draws a card. Steam Barrier, 1 shield, plus 1 shield if the topmost card of your discard pile costs 0. And Capacitor, which gains you 2 more orb slots. I probably don't need 2 more orb slots yet.
So my rare is very tempting, but it would be useless to me right now.
What does it do?
Put a card from your exhaust pile into your hand and then exhaust it. Because usually you have very powerful cards that exhaust.
Yeah, but the Ironclad is exhaust heavy generally, so that may be a buy now, use later card.
It
Yeah.
was like 3 or 4 games before I exhausted anything.
I mean,
Except for
Sleeping Red has an exhaust.
Seeing red.
Seeing Red has an
Yeah,
exhaust.
if you got a chance to get a second Seeing Red, now that would be awesome.
That's basically that's basically what it does. Is it basically makes it a second Seeing Red. So that's interesting. Okay. But Shrug It Off is always nice. 2 armor and draw a card for 1 energy.
I'm going to choose Reach Heaven. 2 damage and plus 1 damage for each miracle you have. I don't have a way of getting miracles yet, but...
Well, you get 1 at the start of each turn.
No, at the start of the combat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry.
I love Compiler, so I just have to pick Compile Driver for roleplay reasons, even if it's not the best card.
I love how the name is called Compile Driver as well.
Yes. He's very robotic. Like, there's like a whole bunch of things like overclock and, you know, very computer science heavy.
Ooh, yeah.
If there's a card here that says Assembler, I'll have to get that one too.
I'm going to take the rare. It's really hard to pass up getting a rare.
Yeah.
even though it's not a super useful one, now that sets me where future
I don't
cards,
know, man.
future cards that have exhaust.
Seeing
Are more
red.
appealing.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
if I have already spent Seeing Red, I can just play it for free or whenever I draw that card. Okay, this goes on the bottom. And move us up to the mob.
Normal mob.
Okay. Oh, and it looks like we're supposed to shuffle this deck after each time, which was something I wasn't doing.
Ah, okay.
Nicole can double check quick.
Well, it has been shuffled since the last game, right? Since I just shuffled it?
Yeah, you just shuffled it, but for future combats. So, Dan, you are getting a red slaver.
He's very red.
No. Put them at the bottom of their respective decks.
Oh, okay. Peter, you are getting a jawworm.
Deja vu. Only this one has one more hit point.
Yes, 2 more. Hi, Caw again, with a spike slime to go with them this time.
Honestly, there isn't that much variety of enemies.
Yes. And then last but not least, Nicole, you are getting a looter.
Oh, but wait.
He has friends, doesn't he?
I don't care.
Lose 2 gold, looter leaves
Yeah, he leaves.
on the third turn.
You still get rewards. So if you defend against him for the first 2 rounds, he kills himself.
Yeah, because
After stealing your money.
What money?
what money?
What happens to you if you don't have money?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
You don't lose the game?
Uh-huh. He just steals nothing and runs off.
Yeah, but for me, I would hate to get that guy since I'm trying to build up to 10 gold.
Yes, that would be very bad. So it was very good he ended up where he did, because the rest of us have money.
Mm-hmm.
So now Nicole can play. We can either kill it, or she can go defense to handle it. Okay, roll the die, Dan.
Hang on, I need to draw my 7 cards. No, this was suboptimal. Maybe not suboptimal. Sorry, it was a 6.
That is a 6. Okay, so Dan, you are getting hit for 3.
Ouch.
Peter, he is armoring for 2 and then strengthening. Me, I'm getting hit for 2 and getting a vulnerable placed on me. Nicole is just getting hit for 2. So it looks like our top priority would be to kill the red slaver and probably either the spike slime or the cultist on my side.
I can do the exact same turn except for the vulnerable part because I don't have neutralize, so I can deal 3 2-point attacks against my slaver and give myself 2 armor while I'm at it.
I had a shit draw.
So I can do 5 points of damage. Hitting the jawworm is probably not a very efficient use of my time
Yeah.
because he's got 2 shields on. So if there's somebody else that wants my 5 points, I can help with that.
I would love your 5 points. Will 11 points kill the red slaver total?
Yes.
How many hit points does it have?
10.
10.
Okay, should we just do that? Let's see what other
Well,
stuff is available.
how's your armoring capabilities, Nicole?
So if I armor up, I'm probably just doing armor this turn.
Okay. That may be what we have to do. Okay, so yeah, let's have Peter whack the red slaver first.
So I'll hit the red slaver for 4 and then for 1 more. And I draw a card, which is a defense card and doesn't help.
Okay.
And now I'm out of energy.
Okay, Dan, you just need to deal 5. So if you can deal 5 and have the extra 1 point go elsewhere, that would be ideal.
Not possible.
Okay.
So it's going to be much like my last turn in order.
I can plink something
So say
for
what
1.
you're doing.
So
By the way, I can also plink something for 1 at the end of my turn.
Okay, so I am playing Burst for 1. My next skill is played twice. It can't apply to itself. I am playing Cloak and Dagger for 1, which gives me, and I'm playing it twice because it's a skill, so I get 2 block and I get 2 shivs. And then I am playing Unload, which does 2 damage and causes me to use all shivs, which at once they can hit different things. So I hit it twice for 2. I hit it for 2, and then I hit it.
We'll leave it with 1 hit point because one of them can finish it off.
Okay, and then I'll put the 2 points somewhere else with my last shiv.
Okay, let's get
In
that
that
on the
case.
spike slime.
Okay, and I am done.
Okay. So both of you can do a 1 point plink.
Yep.
Unless that is not enough. and I can do no damage.
Okay, so I'll do a 1-point blink to the red slaver.
Well, no, yours is last.
Oh, are we already
Yeah.
at the last?
We're not
No,
done yet.
we're not done yet.
You
I
haven't
haven't
read it.
played
Okay.
anything.
Okay, so Nicole, you need 2 armor if
Yes.
you can.
As I said, basically that's all I'm going to do. So I play Vigilance for 2, which gives me 2 block, and because I'm playing it on myself because I need it. And then I can play a Strike, and I will kill the red slaver, or I can kill that.
Yeah, we'll kill the red slaver. Just get it done with.
Thank you.
And that is it because I don't think I'm spending my miracle.
Okay, then I'm going to spend Seeing Red, so that takes me up to 4 energy and exhausts. I'm going to spend 1 energy to evolve, get that into play, and then I'm going to spend 3 energy, my last 3 energy, on defense. So I am very, very defended. And now we are end. So now Peter.
Okay, so now I can blink something for 1. Anywhere you want it? Spike slime? Sure.
Sweet.
Oh,
I was thinking maybe I'd do the jawworm because that goes right past his armor, right?
It would, but I think we're good.
it's interesting. The evolve means that the negative on your rare card isn't a negative because it dazes you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. I was thinking about that. Okay, so roll the die, Dan.
Wait,
We draw
we need to
first.
take
Oh,
damage.
we need
Yeah,
to take damage
yeah,
first.
draw and stuff.
So first, draw worm. Well, usually I like to roll the die and then just start your draw so we can handle stuff. But first this.
Yeah.
So 2 armor and a strength on the draw worm.
Yikes.
I take 2 damage, both plink, but I get a vulnerable. And then Nicole takes 2 damage.
Which I block.
And advances next round, it will deal 3 in armor. Now roll the
Doesn't
die.
the cultist strengthen?
Oh yeah, thank you. Now roll the die, and then we'll draw cards. 3.
3.
Oh, so I'm getting hit for 4. Actually, no, I'm getting hit for 5 since he's got strength.
And nobody's doing AoEs, right? So I don't need defense?
Yes.
Okay. My turn is simple.
I'm currently taking 3 damage and a daze.
So I'm going to spend 1 on defense. So that still means 4 points of damage coming in.
Well, let's hold off on spending the 1 on defense because yours is probably priority to kill.
Okay.
All I can do are 3 1-point attacks.
That's it.
That is it. I have a shiv and I have 2 basic strikes, and that is it. And a point of defense I don't need.
Let's see. I can attack for 3 and then at the end of round hit for 2 more. So I can hit him for a total of 5. But he does have those 2 shields.
Yeah. So he technically has 12.
Yep. So I'd need 7 more.
Is anybody else able to hit for more than 3?
I can't hit for more than 3.
Okay.
I can hit for 3.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's only when I draw. Never mind. Okay.
Though if I do that, I'm probably taking everything to the face.
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad. Because you're getting hit for 3 as well.
Yeah.
And if you don't get hit this round, then he's dead. And you didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. Like, unless we're killing my guy this round, I probably should not do any damage.
Okay.
Weirdly enough.
So you can deal 5.
Yep, I can deal 5, 3 now, and then 2 at the end of turn.
Okay.
But I'll be able to rock something next turn, because I got my retain card. So I'll be able to do 5 damage next turn.
I'm not seeing a way to kill Peters.
Peter deals total of 5. I deal 3. That's 8.
Oh, wait, you can still deal 3 damage.
I haven't done anything yet.
That's right. I forgot about yours. Okay, so Peter's dealing 5. You're dealing 3. That's up to 8.
We'll need 4 more.
Okay, we've got it. Yeah, so we can kill Peter's.
Okay, well, in that case, I will go ahead and
Well, wait.
play my strikes.
What's you're doing a 3-point hit?
So no, I'm doing 3 1-point hits.
Oh, I thought you were doing a 3-point hit.
Nope. And
Okay.
this one gives me an extra orb, which is how I will do 2 at the end of the turn.
Okay, so yeah, then you can just do that.
So it takes
So
out the 2
1
shields,
and 2,
and then 1 gets through.
3.
Okay, and then I'm going to use Immolate and deal 5 to it.
Thank you.
So that takes it down to 4. In 2 dazes.
Not that it matters.
Yep. And then that leaves me with 1. And you're dealing 2 points at the end, Peter?
I'm dealing 2 points at the end of the turn. So
Okay.
I need 2 more points to be
I'm
done.
going to use my last one for a defense. So I take a little less damage. Dan.
So I'm playing Cloak and Dagger, which gives me a shiv and a defense.
Okay.
I am playing a basic strike. I'm playing 2 basic strikes on it. So I'm just dealing 2 1-point hits to it.
Okay.
That is plenty.
And then you can kill it, Peter?
Yep, and then I will tim it to death at the end.
Okay.
And how much does your shiv deal? 1 or
1.
2? Just 1?
And it doesn't take any energy to throw. So I can hit something now, or maybe, so next turn I might get burst or more shivs, and it may, but no guarantee, be able to deal 2 next turn.
But it does 1.
It does 1 by default, and next turn, depending on what I draw, it may deal 2,
Okay.
but not guaranteed.
I'm realizing I'm about to get actually hit harder than I thought. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Looks like you're getting hit for 3.
I'm getting hit for 5.
Because vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see the vulnerable on your sheet.
Yeah. But there was no way around it. We're all getting slammed.
I am using Inner Peace. I am in Calm, so I draw 3 cards.
Okay. I'm thinking the better part of Valor is rather than playing my Defend, I'm going to play a Strike I had. I'll deal 1, and then Dan, if you can throw your Shiv.
Sure.
It's the same as having the armor, but it gets rid of a mob.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how you take less damage.
Yeah.
And we're going to kill the
Right, I was
Jawworm,
saying.
and I cannot kill the cultist for you. So in that case, I'm going to expend my Miracle, and I am playing 3 defense
Good
to
call.
block all of the damage.
No, that makes perfect sense.
And I am retaining my Windmill Strike, so I'll be able to hit hard next turn.
Okay. So, end of round.
So 2 damage to the Jawworm.
Okay. Okay, and now the cultist deals 2 to me, which, because I'm vulnerable, hits me for 4. And I have no armor, so that takes me down to 5. And then Nicole, you're hit for 3,
I block it all.
and it gains an armor.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. So now we just need to handle my cultist.
Yep. Which I think will be trivial next turn.
Okay, so I have Evolve in play. I draw 2 dazes, so I just draw additional cards and place them.
Yep.
And I rolled a 4. If that
doesn't
matters.
actually
I don't
matter.
think it matters this time, though. But just good to get in the habit of always rolling so I don't forget.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I could have already chosen a card that would have given me an effect on our die roll.
Yeah. And once we
I
start getting
didn't,
relics,
but-
then that'll matter more.
Okay.
2,
So,
3,
my
4,
turn's pretty boring.
5.
I can deal 6 damage.
I can.
Is there any of those a big hit?
Yes.
How big?
5.
Okay, I'm going to start by playing Bash on my guy for 2 and putting a vulnerable on him, and then you kill him.
All right. I spend Windmill Strike, which deals 5 for a cost of 2.
Okay, and then we just win because he's going to die either way and doesn't do anything.
Oh, right.
Because I don't have no money.
Yeah.
I am an aesthetic. Ascetic.
Aesthetic, I was going to say.
Yeah. He's got his Wraith. I've got my ascetic.
Okay, so Dan,
Yes.
You get yourself a gold and pick a card.
Just one gold?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, cheap bastard.
Yep. Peter. Keep with that. Oh, wait. I'll stack them and then we'll flip them. Peter, you get a gold and pick a card. I get a gold, a potion, which I get a purity potion, exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand, and I get to pick a card.
Do I seriously not get any money again?
And you get a potion. What did you get?
I got a fairy in a bottle. When your HP becomes 0, instead you set your HP to 2 and discard this item.
Can you put these on the bottom?
So do I get a card reward as well?
Yes.
So
You
I'm
almost
picking
always get
Storm.
one.
At the start of your turn, channel 1 lightning.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, these are interesting cards.
Oh, that is weird. For an influence, 3 attack or play a copy of the last attack played by another player this turn.
Yes.
Ooh, so I got a really interesting card. I got Setup. 0 energy. Energy to any player, exhaust, and it upgrades to 2 energy to any player.
Oh,
I'm thinking I'm taking that because that seems much more interesting than either of the alternatives.
Dagger Spray's nice.
Dagger Spray is nice, but Setup just has so much versatility
Yeah.
that I am taking that.
Yeah, you can help any of us. Like somebody's low
Yeah.
on defense. Here, play some more cards.
Yeah, or on myself too, because
Yeah.
it's any player.
Oh,
So this is a prime candidate for upgrading. Let's shuffle it in.
I'm taking Foreign Influence. It's too interesting. But, like, I have too many high-cost cards in my deck. I know that's part of him, but I need something.
I'm going to take Havoc. Draw a card, immediately play it for 0 energy, exhaust it unless it's a power. And I have that other thing that can get back exhaust cards.
Yes.
So Nicole, a question about evoking. Is that something I can do manually or only
No.
when the card says I can do it?
You can evoke, but only if you play an orb that needs to go into a slot that is already filled.
Okay,
So you can evoke if
either
you
I can
have...
fill all my slots, or the card can say you may evoke.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
you want to remove your orbs now.
Yeah. You start with 0 orbs, and then you get the 1 orb at the start of combat.
Okay, so now I'm down to 5 hit points, but I think everybody else is full.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Did you heal after the end of combat?
Oh shit, thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Heal.
I
Remember
forgot
to do
about that.
after every combat.
Yes, which I wasn't down before. I just lost all that one. But that's a good point. That's helpful. Okay, advance us to the next event room,
Up to the next question mark.
which is Wing Statue. You notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there is more inside. Pray, remove a card, lose 2 HP. Or gain 2 gold.
I'm totally going for the 2 gold.
The remove a card is very powerful. If you're full on life, it's not too bad in Act 1 to lose 2 HP.
Oh, you're right, but I've
I'm
got this
losing.
card which lets me do 3 extra damage if I have 10 gold.
Yeah, so you definitely want the gold.
I am removing a strike at the cost of 2 HP.
I don't think I'm comfortable going down to 4 HP.
That's understandable.
I'm going to go down to 6 HP and remove a second basic strike.
Sounds good. Yeah, if I had even 7 HP, I would have lost the 2. But I don't want to go down to 4. That seems bad. Okay. And next event room.
Hang on, I need to shuffle.
Ominous Forge. Inside a small hut, you find a forge. The tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars in the furnace. Rummage. Gain a relic and then roll a die. On a 1, 2, or 3, gain a curse.
Nicole's totally choosing that.
Forge. Upgrade a card, but lose 2 HP.
My relic is Nilri's Codex. Draw 1 card or trigger a number 2 ability. Its owner gains the effect.
I'm going to upgrade a card and lose 2 HP.
I'm going to sadly upgrade a card and lose 2 HP. I can't resist that.
I don't know that I want to go down to 4.
I'm going down to 4.
Roll the die for me now. I just want to know.
6.
You wouldn't have been cursed.
I wouldn't have been cursed.
And I'm upgrading my immolate to do 7 damage.
I'm going to upgrade a card. I will probably regret this.
Probably
so
not.
far, my Omamori has done me nothing.
So let me see what the upgrades
But like that
are.
relic the boss relic that gives you like an extra energy, but you have to take like 2 curses or whatever. It's like,
You want that badly, don't you?
I'll take that.
I have to decide. So I know what that does. Cloak and Dagger plus gives me 2 shivs instead, which is nice. Unload plus. Ooh, Unload plus makes the shivs deal plus 2 damage. That's really good.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
would be really good.
And Burst plus. Burst plus just makes it free,
Yes.
which is also good.
And then what is the card that gives energy? What happens to that?
It's already 0 cost. It's 2 energy to every player. To any player, not every. I'm sorry.
Every player
I
would
thought
be a
What's
little
the
bit.
upgrade?
It's just 2 energy
Oh,
instead
okay.
of 1 energy, but it is still exhaust.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's the best one to upgrade. Though upgrading Unload to Unload Plus is really tempting.
The one that does extra shiv damage, I think, would be the way to go.
Okay, Unload Plus then. Yeah, Unload Plus was really good.
So I'm upgrading Storm to Storm Plus. At
Ooh.
the start of turn, channel 2 lightning instead of 1.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Although now we are all low on
Machine gun
HP.
go.
Okay, so now,
Now we are getting a normal fight.
yeah, and we will go the non-token path.
What is a
So
non-token
this
path?
one?
Yeah. It just gives us more options.
But it means that we have to face an elite.
Yes.
Okay.
Which we were planning to do anyways.
Just
It's going to
you know.
suck,
It's going to suck a lot.
but
We're all pretty
yep,
hurt.
but we will see. Okay, Dan,
Yes.
you are getting a mad gremlin, and you summon 3 random random gremlins to go with him.
Wonderful. This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, if I draw my immolate, I know which row it's hitting.
Please draw your immolate.
Yeah.
At least the odds are good since we don't have that many cards. Jesus. Hopefully they're all weak.
Until next round.
Ooh, that last one.
He charges up for a round and then hits all of us for 3. And then keeps hitting all of us for 3.
Yeah, he needs to die pretty fast.
Is that Knob or whatever his name is?
Gremlin Wizard. And then Peter. You get yourself a red louse with
Followed by a green louse.
and another red louse.
This is a normal fight?
Yep. That first fight always throws us off.
Oh
Jesus
my god.
fucking Christ! Caw! Caw!
And the green louse. This is turning out pretty lousy.
Yeah, seriously.
And then, last but not least, Nicole. Oh shit.
What is that?
Gremlins.
Are you kidding me?
What is Gremlins? Is
Same
that
as
the
you.
Same thing as me? Oh, joy.
Wow.
Okay, this is a bad day. This may end poorly.
Do not want.
Okay, roller die, Dan.
6.
Okay, so
Damn.
right now, Dan is being hit for 3. Or wait, let me do math. No, Dan is being hit for 4.
Okay, that will kill me without block, which I can block.
Peter is being hit for 4, a weaken, and one of his guys is strengthening.
Wait, how is it 4? Oh, because those hit everybody.
Uh-huh.
Good boy.
I am being hit for 5, and one of my guys is strengthening. And Nicole is being hit for 5. So,
A lot of incoming damage.
we need to kill some stuff.
Yeah, I think this guy needs to die and that guy needs to die right away. Well, let's see what we draw.
Oh, I did not get my good card. That's not good. That is really not good. There was one time I needed that card.
I got my two shiv generating cards, but nothing that soups them up.
So 6 damage will wipe out 2 damage from each of us. That seems important.
Yes.
Say again.
6 damage dealt to mobs will wipe out 2 damage from each of us.
3 damage dealt to 2 different mobs.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm starting with my ball lightning and adding another lightning orb.
Okay.
And I have a dual cast, which will let me evoke one orb twice.
Which would mean...
So it means that this lightning here, I can spend that cube to do 2 different attacks for 2 each.
Yep.
So 4 points.
Okay. Let's...
So I can go a long ways towards getting those 2.
Yeah.
And since I evoked, it goes away, but I think it was well spent.
Yes.
Yep. Timely use of evoking is one of the critical rules for that character.
So I can give myself 2 shivs and 2 shields for 2 energy. If I did that, I would still have 1 energy left.
And your shivs deal 1 damage
The
each.
shivs deal 1 damage each, and I can keep them between turns, but I don't think I want to.
No, why don't you do that and kill the 2 fat gremlins?
Those are those
Yeah.
2? Okay. So I will start with that. So I gain 2 block, and I use 2 shivs. Okay. So they are dead. So what is the state of affairs now?
Now, Dan, you are taking 2 damage.
Which I block. Okay.
Peter, is taking 2 damage. A weaken. I am taking 3 damage. And Nicole is taking 3 damage. So the next 3 damage, I'd love it if we could hit the green louse, because that would, and we should hit the sneaky gremlin. That would greatly reduce the damage on me and Nicole.
So I have a strike, and then I have my setup card, which is an exhaust, but it will give 1 energy to any player. I have no use for that because all my other cards are defend. So I'm thinking that I can use my strike.
Okay.
No reason not to.
And that does 1 damage?
That does 1 damage. It's a normal basic strike.
Okay.
And then it's an exhaust card, but I may as well play it because it's going to go away. 1 player can get an extra energy. Is that helpful to anybody?
I don't need it, so before you play that
I
card,
could totally use it, but
Before
maybe
you-
Nicole could too.
before you play that card, I'm going to spend my 3 energy on 2 strikes and a defend. So I killed my green louse, and I am defended against the cultist this round. So I am taking no damage.
All right.
So now we need save your card for the energy. We'll figure that out in a moment.
Yeah, I know. I'm holding
We
it.
need to deal 2 damage to this for Nicole.
So, I can use eruption.
Oh,
So that's 2 damage, and I enter wrath.
okay. So you're down to taking 1 damage.
Except I will also take a damage because I'm in wrath.
Yes.
So that was 2. So I have 1 energy left with a miracle. With my miracle, I could deal 4 more damage.
You can. Is that in 1 hit or 2?
2 hits.
Damn.
Yes. Though Peter's plink, like,
Yeah, I do have a plink coming.
yeah,
Okay.
but
I
it
could
won't be.
potentially do
it-
1 more,
Yeah.
especially if I get an energy from Dan. But right now I'm taking 2 points of damage.
It's take a damage. I forgot about that, so that's not going to help us. Yeah. So, yeah.
If you weren't taking any damage, Peter,
Then I've got 1 more strike I can spend.
so you can deal 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So dealing
let's stop.
4 would take this guy out, and I would be taking no damage this turn.
Well, no, because of how it works. But you can. We can kill that this turn. Is mainly what I'm getting at. Okay. So Nicole, deal your damage.
But that does mean that I can't. Okay.
Can you defend your 1 defense?
I can defend 1 defense, but I am in wrath.
Oh, okay.
So it is not going to be enough
Okay.
if I kill it. So I deal 2 strikes using my miracle.
The first
Thank you.
one takes him down 2. The second one takes out the armor that he gained.
And I can't do that unless I take Dan's energy for the defend.
Okay.
But that's like, you know.
So
Hold on,
Peter,
in that case, he's not going down this turn because I'm only timming him for 1.
that's all. What now?
He's got 2.
Yes, play a strike.
Oh, okay. So I will play my strike, and then tim him for 1 at the end.
Correct. So now you're out of energy, right?
And I'm now out of energy.
Okay,
If I had an energy, I've got 2 defend cards left.
but you can't play those on others.
There's no point.
Okay, so now Dan, give Nicole the energy to defend.
Right. 0 point, 0 cost, exhaust.
All right, and then I spend a defend, which gets me 1, which means that I will be...
You'll have
Yeah.
to only take 1.
Yeah, and next turn I can windmill strike for 5.
Okay.
Well,
Right,
6.
and now I will tim this guy to death.
Yep. I'll get him.
All right.
Okay, so now we enter their phase. Dan, you take. Good thing we didn't hit your guys as well. They buff up. I didn't notice that. You take 2 damage,
I have 2 blocks, so I negate it.
and this guy's now done charging, so he definitely needs to die. Peter, you take a weaken.
Mm-hmm.
So that means your next hit will be -1. And the red louse strengthens. I take 1 damage, but I had a block. And then he strengthens. And then Nicole, you take 1 damage from the mob.
And 1 damage from the wrath.
Okay.
So I take 1 damage total.
And
'cause
your
I have
guy
a
is
block.
now done charging. So right now, we're getting hit for 6 each.
Yes, those goblin wizards need to die.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
So now roll the die, Dan.
It is a 3.
Okay, so Peter, that's not the worst it could be.
2 right away, but then 6
3.
from the wizards.
This guy's hitting for 2 now.
Oh, he's
So-
strengthened.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm getting hit for 3 right away.
Sweet. I am killing Dan's row.
Great, because I have a terrible hand. I mean, in other contexts, if I had shivs, it would be great. But
Okay, so I'm going to just spend 2 energy, and I'm going to annihilate Dan's row.
awesome, thank you.
I figured that was the better part of Valor.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
That does mean I'm a little screwed, but we shall see. 2 dazes.
So I can deal 2 damage, 1 damage, and then 1 damage and a weaken.
So 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, and a weaken.
Since I don't need any block, right?
Correct.
Well, I don't need any block, assuming the other goblin wizard dies or whatever, which I assume is what we're going for.
How are you? Well, you had a big attack, Nicole. What are you
I
looking
can
at?
do a hit for 6.
1 single hit for 6.
Yep.
Okay, and what are you looking at, Peter?
Let's see. I can channel lightning, so I'll have 2 orbs, which will give me 2 tims at the end. I can do an attack for 1, and I can either defend myself or card to see what else I get. So if I get a useful power, then maybe I can put that into a play to get more orbs.
Okay, so you'd hit for 1, and then... Okay.
So maybe I should just hit the gremlin wizard for 1 first with this for 1 energy, and then I'll draw a card and decide what to do.
Seems good. So that takes you down to 2 energy, right?
Yep, that takes me down to 2 energy. And the new card is just an extra defend.
Okay. Yay.
I've got 3 hits incoming.
Yep. 3 damage incoming. So you can defend most of that.
Well, I could defend or I could try to kill.
Yeah. Well, remember, these armor up if you hit them. So that's one of the problems. You hit them, the first time you hit them, they get 2 armor. So they're effectively 5 hit points.
Now,
each.
do the Tims bypass armor?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
It's damage.
No, they don't bypass armor. But if they only had 2 hit points and you did 2 Tims, it wouldn't, yeah.
No. I don't
Oh, wait,
think
no, it
so.
does take damage. Yeah, you're right.
Because the first one would trigger the armor.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a hit. It's not on hit, it's on damage.
Okay.
The other thing is that I could hold on to the windmill strike for another turn. because it's still a retain. I don't have to use it, so I could possibly do a little. Well, I could still do 5 damage, but
Well, what I'm
So
what
I've
I'm-
got 3 coming in. I can defend against 2 against it. I can defend against 2 of it then.
okay, I have no defense. So what I was vaguely thinking was I'm looking to see, can we kill the Gremlin Wizard and my cultist, and then have Peter do the 2 defense. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now, is if we can arrange that.
So I remember I can put a weaken on one of Peter's cards, which is equivalent to giving him an extra block.
Good point. So
Yep,
if
that would definitely help.
if I'm going to start mine, or my next thing, so I'm going to spend Seeing Red, which costs me 1 but gives me 2. That puts me up to 2. And then I'm going to use Bash on my cultist, taking him down to 7, but also making him vulnerable so that Nicole can kill him.
all right. How many hit points does he have?
He has 7. So if you can do a 4, he dies.
Okay. Then I think my only choice is to do a windmill strike.
That's what I was
which
afraid of,
would
yeah.
be 6.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 2 damage at the end of the turn because I will not, unless somebody else can kill the Gremlin Wizard. Like, well, even if somebody has to kill the unless somebody else could kill the Gremlin Wizard, would have to reach heaven, and so that would.
So I could kill the Gremlin Wizard if I do not defend myself.
Okay, there's the other possibility, which is that I could.
A 3 and a 1 will work too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So I will be dealing 2 damage and then 1 damage, and then 1 damage plus a weaken.
So you can wait. So you can do a 2 damage and a 1 damage.
Yes, and then a 1 damage plus a weaken.
You killed the Gremlin Wizard with the 2 and the 1.
Okay. Oh, he only had 3 hit points?
Yep.
Okay. So he is dead. That works. I have no shivs, or it would have been more. And then with my last, so that's actually 2 energy. I still have 1 energy, not that it does me any good. And then I will play. So just for
You deal 1 in a weekend?
Yeah. So just people on the stream see what I played. This is what I am playing.
Yep. So you deal 1 in a weekend.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do that against the Mad Gremlin. That means he's not dealing damage to Nicole now.
But he strengthened, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Angry?
Oh, shoot. Whenever he takes damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that would counteract that. So that isn't as useful as I was thinking.
What about Peter's row? Because Peter is also looking for.
But
Something
doing
to be
1
wicked.
damage will also force him to armor up by 2.
Yeah, but I think that it still reduces damage to you.
Yes.
Don't they both? But are you? What can we deal the 1 point of damage and weaken to the other enemy? Are they both dealing damage to you? If
Yeah,
we-
they are.
They're both dealing damage to me.
Then what we can do it. Are you planning to kill both or
Well,
just one?
you have 1 outstanding point, right? Like you're going to do
I
a
have
point
2
from
points
your
left.
one outstanding
just
point
gonna
of
do it
damage
because
from
I can.
your lightning.
Yes, so this will do 1.
Okay.
And then I have 2 energy
Oh.
points left.
So I can play Windmill Strike to kill my guy immediately.
Okay.
So that's 2 energy, leaving me with 1 energy.
Okay.
And then I play for my last energy, I play Reach Heaven, which deals 3 damage because I'm in Wrath, which will take him down to 1.
Which now Peter can kill it.
Yes.
Yep, so now I can kill it.
Without having to spend any additional energy.
Okay, so now Dan, do your strike.
Oh, I thought we had already
That,
finished my
that
turn.
weakens.
I'm still going to take a damage, but
yeah, it's a neutralize. Yeah.
Okay, so we do that.
Okay.
Now,
But he pops 2 shields, right?
Yep.
that's fine. But the main point was you're taking less damage.
Yep.
We weren't expecting to kill him.
And block doesn't last forever.
Yep.
Yep. So in that case, I will do 2 defends,
So now you're fully defended.
and I should be fully defended against anything coming in.
Yep. And now, are you out of energy?
No, well, I'm out of energy, but I have
Okay.
the end of turn Tim to get rid of the cultist.
That worked a lot better than I was expecting.
I still take a damage, though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
But
because
just
I'm
one.
in Wrath. I'm down to 4, man.
Why are you so angry?
This is giving you a lesson about the dangers of stress on your body.
Yes, it's so true.
And I need to shuffle.
And roll die.
Well, I'll shuffle first.
So now his
Try to
block,
start by rolling the die at the round if you can.
His
It just
block-
helps us set up.
his block goes away, by the way,
3. Okay.
because it goes away at the start of the enemy turn.
Oh, interesting. And he and he dealt the damage. The weaken goes away, and this guy deals damage but does not gain another strength. So we got a 3 this time.
3. Wow, my draw was terrible.
Join the crowd.
Again, mine is probably worse than yours.
Okay, I'm just going to play my 2 strikes and kill the green mouse.
Okay.
That's my turn. Are you sure your draw was worse?
I have
right.
3 defense, a strike, and a burst.
Well, I have Hand of Greed, which will do 4 damage. I'm weakened, so it'll only do 3, but 3 is enough to take out the red loss.
Yep.
Good enough.
And we win. Okay. Dan, you get 2 gold and draw a card. Peter, you get a gold and draw a card. I get a gold and draw a card. And Nicole, you get a gold,
Whoa.
a potion, and draw a card.
I'm rocking the potions, man.
Totally are.
Liquid Memories. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn. Quite nice.
So I'm taking FTL. 1 strike. If this is the first card you played this turn, then draw a card.
Oh. Oh, this is a hard call. Nicole, which would you go for out of these 2? 3 armor to any player for a cost of 1 and I gain a daze and I have that power. Or every turn I get 1 armor.
That's rough.
Yeah. Wonder what the upgrades look like.
Probably 2 armor.
Free for metallicize.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
And 4 armor to any player for the other one. The 1 free armor every round is nice, but we don't tend to go that many rounds.
We don't tend to go that many rounds, and there are many rounds when the Ironclad doesn't have to worry about incoming damage.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do the power through.
I'm going to take Prepared, which is draw 1, discard 1, and it's free, and it upgrades to draw 2, discard 2.
Oh, nice.
So if I don't like my draw, that may
It helps
help me.
you cycle.
And since it's 0 cost, it's effectively not in my deck.
Yeah. Peter, oh yeah, you already took.
Yep, I already took Fast Travel Life.
Oh, I heal 1.
Back. Yes,
I
you
am
do.
taking Lake Water, which is the equivalent for me.
Oh.
If I'm in calm, gain an armor.
Yeah, that's nice. That's basically your metallicize.
Yeah.
If you're in calm.
Yeah, which is the problem. I have deck cards to get me into calm, though. It's not that I don't have them.
Okay.
I wish I could gain strength.
Yes.
So now we move into treasure.
Which one do we want to go to? It actually looks like they're both the exact same in slightly different order.
Yeah, I think we go...
If we go this one, then we can do that, which is the same as going this. But we also have the alternative of choosing
let's go that way. Okay, so Dan,
Yes.
you get the first relic.
Woohoo.
I think with the relic spot, I think we draw them and then we might get to choose.
Wait, why are we getting... Oh, treasure room. Okay.
Yeah. Let me double check. Where's the... Ew, where's the freaking thing? Map. Treasure. It just says each player gains a relic. Yep.
So
Sorry.
Dan, you get yourself a Centennial Puzzle. Once per combat, draw 3 cards if you lost HP this combat.
Okay.
So if you've lost HP at all in the combat, you get to choose when to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
It's not immediate. Next up is Peter. You get start of combat, draw 2 extra cards.
That sounds helpful.
So like Dan.
Yes, it's very nice.
I get Red Skull. Once per combat, gain strength if you shuffled your draw pile this combat. Not bad. Not going to complain, even though
You're the perfect player to get that.
I'm not going to strength deck though. But I'll take it.
I would love
And
that.
Nicole, once per combat, scry 3.
Okay.
You're like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Not the world's best relic, but it's free.
What does Scry do again? Look at the top 3 cards
And
in
put
your
it back in
card
any
boards?
order.
You can discard any number of them.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I have like a card, like put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can scry and then play that if need be.
Yeah.
Okay. Move us up to the boss.
Onto the boss fight.
Or mini-boss.
Oh.
The elite.
Oh boy, with 4 hit points, this will be really interesting.
Oh yeah, this is gonna.
Good old mid boss.
Yep.
Oh. I know what you're thinking of.
Yes, that was amazing.
I never played the first game. I only played 2 and 5.
We get the gremlin knob.
That seems
One was amazing.
appropriate. I've heard 1 is the best.
Ooh, this is gonna suck. So he has 70 hit points.
It's Disgaea, by the way, in case anybody didn't know the reference.
So
Which one?
1.
First round. Gain enraged for the rest of combat. After you play a skill, you take 1 damage.
Yikes.
So he doesn't have that first round. After first round, anytime we play a skill, we take 1 damage. Starting second round, he deals 3 damage to everybody, and then strengthens.
And
Phew.
you basically can't defend because defend is skills.
Yep.
And I can't get shivs because shivs are skills, except for the first round.
Yeah. But you can take some damage to do so, which I know you can't take a lot, but if it kills him, it's worth it.
Also, block can defend against damage.
Yeah.
So
So
if you played
Okay.
2 block,
then it would eat 1 and you would be left with 1?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So you get the block first and then you
Okay,
take the damage.
roll our die.
1.
1. Does that activate anything?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Wait. Something's wrong.
Hmm.
I didn't take this card. I messed up putting stuff in my...
Oh, yeah.
I may have accidentally put all of them in. Let me go
Okay.
through. Let me make sure that I actually kept what I wanted. I did keep what I wanted, but I did not take this one. And I also didn't take this one. So these need to go to the bottom, and I need to reshuffle and redraw. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Well, I'm going to put this power into play at start of turn, channel 2 lightning.
That seems good. You don't get that right away. That's next turn.
Oh, okay.
That's the one downside about that power. I'm going to use my golden eye to scry 3. Oh, that sucked.
Okay, let's see what happens. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, that's a lot better.
Okay, so this is the power I'm putting into play. Then I'm going to attack 1 and channel 1 lightning.
Okay.
So 1 point of damage on him.
We have started.
Okay, so using skills is completely safe this turn.
Correct.
Okay, so then I know what I am doing.
Then I'm going to use barrage, deal 1 damage for each orb you have. I now have 2 orbs, so that's 2 damage.
Nice.
And
I'm
that's all
going
my energy.
to deal 7. But it will give me 2 dazes, which sucks. Because I don't have the power.
Alright, I'm going to play like water at the end of turn if you're in calm. 1 block. But I am not actually in calm,
I'm going to do
unfortunately.
1 more.
And then I am going to play a strike and deal 1 damage.
Okay.
And then... yeah, this just sucks. That's basically it for me. He's not dealing any damage this turn, right?
Nope.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to play all my skills while I can. So I am going to play Burst for 1. Then I am going to play Cloak and Dagger twice for 1, which gives me 2 shivs and 2 block. And then I am going to play Cloak and Dagger, which gives me another shiv and another block, which would be really nice right now. I am not going to throw the shivs yet because I'm waiting for the one that will let me throw.
Oh, you can weaken him.
Yes, I am going to play Neutralize for free, which does 1 damage and weakens him. And setup is a skill, so I may as well use it now. One energy to any player, and it's an exhaust. Who can best use that? Probably not me, because all I can use it on is a strike.
All I can use it on is a defend.
Nicole?
I could use it on a strike and drawing a card, but drawing a card won't help since I've already spent my energy.
Yeah. All I had was a defend. I could do an eruption, but it would deal a damage to me.
That doesn't seem
But
like
it would set her up to do more damage next round.
Yeah. Yeah.
The alternative is
Going all in?
Yeah, the alternative
I'm
is
probably going to die at this rate.
No, I think we're in bad shape.
Yeah.
This was not a
Yeah.
good one for us.
Yeah,
So
well-
gonna do the eruption?
the alternative is hold on to it, and when my deck cycles, maybe have a more opportune
We're not
time.
gonna cycle. We're not gonna cycle.
Yeah.
Well, you do have the oh, you're not in comm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh god, eruption.
Okay,
So
this is exhausted.
how much damage did you deal with that?
Just 2.
Okay.
Eruption's not actually that strong on its own.
Okay. Starting this next round, he's dealing 2 damage to all of us, and effective immediately. If you play skills, you take a damage.
Okay, that would trigger my draw 3 cards if I lost HP this combat, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I have rolled, and it is a 2.
I think you might have something with that. You get to draw an extra
Yes.
card. I think Nicole only has a die roll relic.
Yeah.
Wow, this was pitiful. Good lord.
Can anybody do a big hit?
I can deal
Nope.
5.
Okay.
I've got
6. Sorry.
I can do a 2 hits of 2.
Okay, I'm going to set Nicole.
Or I can do a big hit of 4.
Nicole is higher. So I'm going to set up Nicole quick. I'm going to deal 2, put a vulnerable on him. Go for it, Nicole.
I play Windmill Strike. It deals 2 plus 3 because it was retained last turn, plus 1 because I'm in Wrath. So it deals a total of 6.
Times
Except,
2 is 12.
yep.
So I'm doing 2 points because I drew more orbs than I can take, so that second one gets evoked.
What does evoking do?
Just
Blows
does
it
2
up.
damage. It means I lose the orb, but it does 2 damage to the opponent. Then I've got the Hand of Greed, which does 4. See, is there any point in defending myself? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nicole, don't defend yourself. I'm going to give you 3 armor.
Oh.
I assume you can do more damage than what I can do.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 more damage to him from Hand of Greed. That cost me 2 energy.
So that completely covers me without even going into calm.
Correct. So you have 3 armor.
All right. Okay, so my choices are to either spend my miracle and to copy somebody else's attack, or which it wouldn't have benefited me to copy the Windmill Strike because it was, or it's another player. So.
I've got the Hand of Greed doing 4 that you might copy.
Play a copy.
So that would be better than what I could do.
So actually, no. Copy. So before Peter plays the Hand of Greed, copy my bash.
No, I played the Windmill Strike, so the bash would have happened twice. So it would have taken the vulnerable from the bash.
Yeah, that took the vulnerable, but then play a copy of
No, like you bashed. I Windmill Striked for 12. Oh,
Yeah.
that's another player.
Yeah, and now you copy the last one I played, which was Bash,
Yeah.
setting up for Peter's.
Yeah.
Well, or she could even copy your bash, do 8 points of damage, put another
put another vulnerable.
vulnerable on him,
I
and
think
then
that's what
do
he's
her
saying.
windmill strike.
Yeah, either order would have worked.
Yeah, but like, does the bash doesn't deal that much damage, right?
It deals 2 base and then causes his to deal 8. So it's an extra 2 than just copying his.
Yeah, but it makes sense to bash windmill strike than for me to copy your bash and then let your greed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so I will spend 4 in influence to grab the bash.
Okay.
That takes my miracle and all of my energy, but I deal a bash.
Yep, and then that doubled
Then
your
had the
hit.
greed would have done 8 instead of 4.
Okay, he's down to 29. We may actually pull this off.
Okay, well, I can hit him for 4 more.
Okay.
So I'm playing dual cast, evoke 1 orb twice. This orb goes away, but hits him for 2 twice.
Okay. Down to 25. Go for it, Dan. I think you're all that's left.
How do you feel about 2 basic strikes? Because that's all I've got other than defense.
Hey, it happens.
That is it. I am not defending myself because it would just get eaten. There's no point.
No. Oh, you already have enough defense.
Because no, I have 0 I have 0 defense, but
if you have energy, defend yourself.
why? It'll just get negated because it's a skill. There's no
They're
point.
skills.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, if it were to give me 2, that would be useful. But
Yeah.
and
All
next,
of mine were attacks.
yeah, and I'm going to take 2 damage, which means I can draw 3 extra cards with that, which guarantees I'm going to get because I haven't seen it yet. Guarantees I will see the +2 damage for these.
So we're done.
Yes.
So now he attacks all of us for 2. The weaken goes away.
For 2 because he's weakened. Okay.
All right, and I just take it.
I took
Yep.
1 from the wrath and then 2 from his attack.
Which
Which
means that
was
your armor
enough.
handled it.
Yes.
Yep.
You were lowest on HP. I figured it was important to protect you. You would have
you.
died otherwise.
Yep.
Yes.
I will die next turn, as I think many of us will.
Yeah.
I am at 2 HP,
and
Unless
he
we
is
can take him down.
and he is now strengthened.
so he's dealing 4.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so start of turn I get 2 orbs. One of them won't fit, so that does 2 more damage to him.
Wait. End of round, you should have dealt 2 damage.
Oh yes, end of round there were 2 damage, and the start of round 2 more damage.
Okay.
Oh man.
He is down to 19. I only draw 4
What do you only draw for?
because I had a daze.
Oh. And you don't have the power out because you weren't able to put the power out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 energy on Havoc. Draw 1 card. Immediately play it for 0 energy. Exhaust it unless it's a power. So I may take damage. So that
I'm going to
takes...
start by playing faster.
That's
One.
a skill, though.
Oh, it's a skill? Never mind, not playing that. Thank you.
I'm going to start with playing faster to light. It attacks him for 1, costs 0, and lets me draw a card.
Okay.
So, Dan, did you roll?
Not yet, sorry. 4.
Okay. Then I draw an additional card.
Nice.
Okay, I'm easy. 2 attacks.
I'm also easy. 3 basic strikes. So 3 more hit points down.
Oh.
And I'll do 3 to him at the end of the round.
So I am going to start by playing 0 cost neutralize, which deals 1 damage and weakens him.
And that's not a skill.
It is an attack.
Okay.
And now this is interesting.
We need 9 more damage.
I can do that.
All 9?
Yes.
Then do it.
You just need 9 damage?
Yeah.
So I will just play this then, which is 2 damage plus 3 shivs that deal 2 damage each, so that deals 11. And he dies.
Oh, yeah.
Phew.
Sweet.
Okay. And Tim's would kill him,
Yes.
which is fine. Okay. Woo, that went better than I expected. I thought we were actually going to lose that one.
So did I. We may yet.
Okay. We all gain 2 gold.
Well, we wouldn't have lost.
Yeah,
We
that
won't, we
one.
won't
You know what I
lose
mean.
this one.
We all gain a relic reward. Now I think we draw the 5 and each get to pick.
Hmm.
Nope.
No? Oh,
Nope.
that's only on the boss. Okay. So, Dan,
Yes.
you get ice cream. Start
Yum.
of your turn. Gain leftover energy from your last turn.
Nice.
Wow.
Max energy of 6.
Okay.
So if you don't spend energy, it carries forward.
That sounds really good.
That's amazing.
Yes. Next up is Peter. You get the Runic Pyramid. Once per combat, retain any number of cards this turn.
That could be useful.
I found that really useful, but it's really hard to know when to use it.
It can be the, oh, I'm going to get nailed next round. I'm saving my defense.
Yes, I have used it for that.
Or somebody is going to do, I'm going to save my big attack for somebody to bash him. And now me, I get the Pen Nib. On a 5, I vulnerable the enemy.
That is a great.
That is an awesome one.
Yeah,
I used it so many times during our first session.
And then Nicole gets Stone Calendar. On a 4, deal 4 damage.
Okay. I'll take it.
I had that last game. That one is solid.
No. Now
and then we get a card reward.
Now we get a basic card reward.
Ooh.
So I have just got my gold up to 10 just in time for the boss. So my big attack card will now be doing an extra 3 damage each time.
Nice!
I am taking another Blade Dance. I'm taking a Blade Dance, which gives me 2 shivs and upgrades to 3.
Ooh.
I am taking Weave. 1 attack for 0. If you would discard this card while scrying, instead play it and it deals plus 5 damage.
So I'm getting Scrape. It's an attack for 2, but if the topmost card of my discard pile costs 0, return it to my hand.
Yes, I love
shoot.
that.
I gave you the 3 armor during one of his rounds where the skill would deal a damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a skill card, so I just don't gain hit points. That's how I'm handling it.
Okay.
I would have taken 1 and I get 1 back.
Okay. Seems fair.
I actually don't like any of these.
Yep.
I
Well,
don't take them.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yep.
So, for context, those are what I had. Just don't care for them. I don't have... I have too broad of a mix of cards for any of the... If you only have attack cards to be truly beneficial.
Yeah, I ended up taking the card that gives me 2 extra. Gives me 2 shivs.
Okay, so now we have an option. And this is important consideration, since we do have some money now, especially me and Dan. We can go towards a market. We'll have 2 events, and then we end with a campfire to heal or upgrade a card. Alternatively,
the events could kill us.
Yes. Alternatively, we can get 2 campfires, 1 event, and have another normal mob fight.
I would rather have the 2 campfires. We are in grave danger of dying.
So get a heal and then possibly get an upgrade at the second campfire.
Or a second heal.
And I've got a whole bunch of money I don't want to spend,
Yeah.
so I don't gain anything from going to the shop.
So then round Act 2, we could possibly do more focus on hitting a shop.
Yes.
I am fine with that. So double campfire, but we are going to get a regular mob, but we'll get rewards from that as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hit the campfire. I'm taking 3.
I'm taking 3.
Same here.
Okay, well that was nice and easy. Event. Next one, Peter.
Question mark.
We are going to the lab. You find some potions. Each player gains a potion. Roll the die once for the party. Roll it.
So
2.
Yeah.
So nothing
somebody
happens
take
on
a
a
weak
2.
potion. Who
Yeah.
wants a weak potion?
I guess I get a weak
A
potion.
2, nothing happens. So we each gain a potion. So Dan,
Dan's already got his.
No,
No.
Oh,
I
no.
gave him.
you get to
that
draw.
was-
You get a swift potion that could let you draw 3 cards.
Nice.
Peter, deal 4 damage.
Fire potion.
This is very nice with the boss coming up.
I get a skill potion. The next skill you play this turn is played twice. Ooh, that could really come in handy with that 3 to any player. And last, Nicole, change the die to any number before accepting the roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So changing the die to a 5 so that we can get a weaken on the
Or vulnerable.
vulnerable on the boss.
Yeah.
Could come in really handy.
Yep. Or any of a number of other things. Dealing some damage, stuff like that. Though generally vulnerable will deal more. Okay.
But it only happens once.
Would somebody like to one of you like to trade a swift potion for a purity potion? Exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. Where my brain is that could help me get to that 7 damage card again.
Sure. Because we're about to fight the Hexaghost, and I may want to exhaust the bad cards.
Yes. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, because that doesn't help me as much. Okay. Regular mob.
Okay, up we go, and let's see what we draw.
So I will roll first.
Not yet. Not
That's
yet.
fine.
Oh, yeah, that's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
Oh, yeah, doesn't matter. So a 2.
Yes.
Slide it up to here so it's a little bit more on camera, and we're good. Okay, so Dan, you are getting a fungi beast with a second fungi beast.
That's no fun.
Ow.
Guy.
Yeah, they're just kind of pains in the ass. Peter, you get a small slime with an acid slime and a spike slime. I get a blue slaver standing alone. And Nicole, you get a large slime. When or summon an acid slime at the start of the next round if he goes 3 rounds.
Okay.
And then every round after that?
No, it cycles.
Okay.
Right.
Noteworthy is with the die roll, Dan is currently taking 2 damage, and his second fungi beast is strengthening twice. Peter is taking 3 damage and a weaken. I am taking 2 damage and a weaken, and courtesy of Nicole's large slime, we're all taking 1 damage.
So I'm looking. I have 3 incoming damage.
Correct.
Okay.
You have 3. Peter has 3. I have 3. Nicole has 1.
So I should probably. I have my neutralize. I should probably weaken the one that's going to deal damage to all of us then. Unless we just kill it.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be.
That sounds excellent.
That sounds excellent. And Peter, don't forget your extra card draw.
Well, I guess it depends. If we kill it, then I should put the weaken on something else if possible. But if we can't kill it, then I should just weaken it. And just do that now because it's 0 cost.
So, let's see. That's 11 versus 13. I can wipe out Nicole's or Dan's row.
Nicole's? You mean Peter's?
Or
right?
sorry, Peter's or Dan's row. Which one of you is less likely to be able to defend 3 or 2 damage? Or could deal a lot more damage if you don't defend.
Well, I could defend 2 damage, but I've got 4 incoming.
Yeah.
You have 4 incoming?
Yeah. 1,
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah. Peter has more incoming.
Is that after?
And it's more total damage. I'll wipe out Peter's. Because I'll deal 13 by hitting Peter's versus 11 by hitting yours.
Okay, that makes sense.
Boom.
Oh, you upgraded.
That upgraded nicely.
Yes, that did. Though it would have still wiped the row even without the upgrade.
You could wipe bosses. How much energy does that card take?
2.
Okay, so I have 3 damage incoming. Okay, so we want me to start by neutralizing the AoE guy.
Yeah.
So does that mean he does 0 to all of us?
He does 0 to all of us and takes 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That
now,
seems like a good start.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I wonder if I can just kill him outright.
I think if you could kill my guy or one of Dan's would be a better choice.
If you kill my strengthening guy, that's probably better.
Well, I mean, this will be a hit of 7.
It's a hit of
It's
7.
wasted on hitting something that's only 5.
Then let's not have you take damage. And then you
I can defend myself
but
because I have block cards.
but you also have a lot of attack cards.
And I have basic strikes. One of them is going to be Cloak and Dagger to give myself a shiv, which also gives me a block. And then I have 2 basic strikes.
Yeah, so I still think it would be better but the less energy we spend on defending, the more damage we deal.
Yeah, I know that, but I need to fully protect myself too.
Yeah.
Well, you don't necessarily need
Unless things die.
That's the plan. Okay, Peter, you can deal 7 in 1 hit,
So I can deal 7 at 1 hit to this blue slime,
or the blue slaver.
or blue slaver, and then I can do 8, 9 to the blue slaver. And then I can tim him at the end of the round for the 10th.
Okay, so you took him down to 1. Peter's killed mine, which means I can give somebody else 3 armor. Or I can bash to set up for an easy kill. No, I can't. I don't have enough energy for that.
Okay.
So I can give somebody else 3 armor. Or I can play a random card. No, that would just be days.
So
So I can deal 3 damage to something.
And then you could deal 3 damage, right?
I can deal 2 damage and give myself a shiv and a block, but that isn't enough to defend myself. Actually,
You don't need to defend.
Nicole does 3,
You don't need to defend yourself. Nicole does
and
3.
you do 2, then that'll take the fungi beast down.
No.
But the fungi beast isn't the one that's hitting you this turn.
So Nicole deal 3.
I can deal an additional one after that.
Okay.
So I use Reach Heaven, which deals 3 because I still have a miracle.
Okay.
And then I use a Strike, which deals 1 for another 1. So that's a total of 4.
Now deal 2.
all right. 2 basic strikes.
You are now taking no damage.
Okay. And I'm going to spend my 3rd one to give myself a shiv for later, which also gives me a block, not that I need it now.
Okay.
And I am also finally going to play Inner Peace to enter Calm.
You've had that for how long?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've used it before.
And Peter, are you doing anything else?
I have spent all my energy.
Okay. End of round.
I spent
Now
all
do
my
your
energy.
Tim.
So let's Tim that blue slaver to death.
Great. Okay. This guy gains 2 strength, but he's a pretty easy kill. Nicole's next round will be doing 4 damage and a daze to her. And roll the die, and we will see.
It is a 4,
All right.
which means... Or no.
I deal 4 damage.
Yeah, you deal 4 damage
Oh,
to something.
I put my evolve into play since I didn't have to shield anybody.
Okay.
So that means I draw 2 extra cards in place of the dazes.
So I can also trigger a 2 ability on a 4, so I'm triggering my draw 1 card ability. So I draw 6 cards.
And you get to deal 4 damage to something.
6. Yep.
Okay, why don't we deal it to your guy?
All right.
And then Dan,
For me, it is killing time.
it is 4 damage to you as well. I'm going to just finish off Nicole's with
And
all my energy. 3 strikes, 3 damage.
And I'm just going to throw a lot of knives at my guy.
Sniffle.
Is that enough to take him down?
I think so.
My
Okay, if
sweet,
it's not, I can do
Oh,
one.
Nicole killed it in 1
No,
hit.
you can kill it. Don't worry
So,
about it.
Cloak and dagger, block, and shiv. It's so rare that I get to do this.
Let's just say that fungi beast has a bad day.
2 more shivs.
Between Nicole, Peter, and Dan all
And
jumping
then
in.
unload plus 2 damage plus another 12
So for
damage.
terms, it's an all-out attack.
So
Yes.
yeah, so it gets destroyed. That was very satisfying.
Okay, so Dan,
Yeah.
you gain a gold,
Woohoo.
a card choice, and an energy potion. Gain 2 energy if you spend it.
Okay.
That is a good potion.
Yes.
Peter, you get a gold and a card draw.
Okay.
I get 2 gold and a card
Golden ticket.
Oh,
draw. Woo!
congrats.
Deal a card from your rear deck. Static discharge.
And then last but not least, Nicole, you get a gold, a potion, and a card draw. And you can give a potion to somebody else during this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have an open potion slot. Peter has an open potion slot.
Okay. Peter, take a gambler's brew.
Why, thank you.
Dash is interesting.
And then I get a card.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Dude.
I could have sworn. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. This seems really good. I am taking dash.
Oh.
It upgrades to 3/3.
And since you're also getting armor, you can swap in to take a hit for somebody.
Yeah. It doesn't require me to swap with someone, but it gives me the option, which is nice. Nope, these do not go here. These go here. This goes here.
I am
These go
taking
here.
Third Eye, 2 block, and a Scry 3. I need to get rid of cards.
I am taking Cleave because it just works way too well with my other card. 2 damage to an entire row.
I remember when I started playing the video game and you start as the Ironclad, I got Anger. And it's very easy to end up with your entire deck being Anger because it copies itself
Yes.
and puts it into your discard, I think. So then sometimes I would just draw all Anger cards.
Yes. It can be effective, especially if you have a high strength deck. Okay, so now, oh, Peter's still selecting, or did you already select?
No, I've already selected. I'm getting static discharge. So my end of turn Tims get +1, so they'll be worth 2 instead of 1.
Oh, that is nice.
And it upgrades so that they're worth +2. And oh, look, we're just about to get an upgrade.
Okay, so move us to the campfire. You can either heal 3 or upgrade a card. I would recommend we all upgrade. We have enough hit points usually for this boss.
So now my end of turn effects get +2.
Oh, wow. Now, it's a cost of 2, though, which is a little high.
Yep. But it's a power that will stay in play.
I'm going to upgrade Evolve because I keep running into situations where I don't have the 1 energy to play it. And it's really nice to, especially for this boss, not have to pay the energy to play that.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to upgrade Third Eye, so it goes from 2 block and scry 3 to 3 block and scry 5.
Oh, wow. 3 block for 1 energy alone makes that worthwhile.
I know, like, I was looking and I wanted to upgrade one of my, uncommon cards, but I'm like...
Or rares?
No, I have no rares.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Oh, right.
All I've been drawing is rares that shouldn't be in the card rewards deck.
You're welcome.
I'm upgrading Dash to Dash Plus so that it gives me 3 and 3.
And allows you to swap.
Yeah, it allowed me to swap anyway. It's
Yeah.
expensive at 2 energy. But that's,
Oh, right. I heal 1.
Yeah, that seems better than Blade Dance going to... My Shiv cards would just add a Shiv. Setup is also tempting because Setup Plus is 2 energy to any player instead of 1.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with Dash Plus.
We get our Hexaghost. He comes in with 150.
I don't remember. Does he die at 150 or does he have a phase 2?
He dies at 150. He just is an asshole. So, first round, he's going to deal 1 damage to everybody and give you a fire card, which goes into your discard pile. It's unplayable. When it's in your hand, you take 1 damage at the end of the turn. So if you have cards that can exhaust or discard, it's a great way of getting rid of those. And with that, roll the die, and let's get going. 3. I don't think that does shit for us.
Nope.
Well, after we look at our cards, we might want to use the Gambler's Blue to change it to a 5 to make him vulnerable.
I'm hesitant to do that in first round, but it might not be a bad idea if I draw the 7 damage.
What a shitty first draw.
Well, my first card plays easy. 0 cost. Whenever I draw extra cards.
Playing Lake Water. At the end of turn, if you're in calm, 1 block.
So I'm playing my new static discharge. Cost me 2 energy. Lightning orb effects get +2 at the end of the turn.
Oh, wow, you already got that? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to get that right off the start.
I'm going to do a little gamble.
Oh, wait, no. First I'm playing an attack 1 and drawing a card.
I'm going to do a little gamble. Havoc, draw 1 card, immediately play it for 0, exhaust it unless it's a power. So that cost me 1. And I draw. Immolate. So I deal 7 damage.
And 2 dazes. Not that it matters. But you can play them, you can do other stuff with them possibly.
Yes.
So.
I draw extra cards.
Yes, but with dazes, that doesn't matter that much. But
yeah. But this technically exhausts, but I can get it back with my other card.
Yep.
Which actually is pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm going to play Cloak and Dagger, give myself a Shiv and a block, so he only deals 1 this turn, right?
Yep.
So I am protected.
I'm going to do a basic attack and block to protect myself and deal 1 more damage, and I'm out of energy.
Same here, strike and defend.
I'm going to play Blade Dance, give myself 2 more Shivs for another energy.
So I channeled 1 additional lightning, and I'm going to use my Runic Pyramid once per combat, retaining a number of cards this turn. I'm going to retain all these.
Oh, wow.
All of them? Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. No. you still draw 5 cards, and
Yep.
you either spend them or they go away.
Yep.
Okay.
Understood.
Are you any other cards you're playing this round?
So I already played an FTL, which did an attack for 1
Uh-huh.
and let me draw a card. And I played the static discharge power, which means lightning orbs do twice as much damage.
Andrew. Okay.
And I channeled
Oh,
lightning.
so I saw you had an energy, so that was
So-
wrong. Okay.
I get 2 Tims for 3 each.
But you're out of energy.
That's
Yes, I
not
am out of energy.
evoking.
Okay.
That's not evoking lightning orbs, right?
No.
Right now, it's not evoking.
Okay.
That's just end of turn effects. So I
Okay.
do 6 points for my end of turn effect.
Nice.
And with my last energy, I'm dealing 2 damage, and then I'm using all of my shivs for 3 each, so that's another 9, so total of 11.
Very nice.
And I'm out of energy.
So we managed to take him down about 20 hit points. But setup round, never bad. Okay. His turn. He deals us all 1 damage.
I block it.
I block it. We all gain 1 of these cards, and it's fire cards this round.
And it
So
goes on top of
damage.
our draw,
No, discard.
top of our discard. Okay.
And this is the bottom one this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Note, next round, he is dealing all of us 2 damage twice. So 4 total damage.
Yikes.
So I've got my power in play, so the 2 dazes go away and I still draw.
I rolled a 4.
All right. I will deal 4 damage to him then with that 4.
Very nice.
I'm going to deal 4 damage to him with a fire potion.
Hold on to that.
Oh, you think you want me to hold on to it? Okay.
Yeah, I generally hold on to that, and it's a great way of killing,
Mhm.
or you just save for future. So unless it's a killing blow, it's best to hold it.
So I am going to deal for free. I will deal 1 point of damage, and I will weaken him.
Okay. Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
he's now dealing 1 point of damage to all of us, then 2 points of damage to all of us. So 3 total. That's much nicer.
Well, it's 1 point to each of us, but it's 1 point to each of us. That
Yes.
helps when you have 5 hit points.
5. Oh, yeah. I guess we do have more. Never mind.
I'm going to do Seeing Red, which technically puts me up to 4 energy and is exhausted. And then I'm going to just play all 4 of my other cards, which is 2 strikes and 2 defense.
I am going to play Survivor to give myself 2 block, and I have to discard a card. I will. So, would anyone really, really benefit from having an extra energy?
So first
Quite
off, play that
possibly.
last, so you play all the other cards.
I must discard a card now, so I have to decide: do I discard one of my strikes, or do I discard?
if you
that?
play that last,
I play it last. That's true. I just have to make sure I keep an energy around.
yes,
So I can play for an influence this turn, which would allow me to copy an attack from somebody. But I don't know whether or not anybody has a good attack. If you don't, then I'll probably not use it this turn.
So I have a fairly strong attack. I can do Hand of Greed for a total of 7.
oh yeah, that'd be good. But it would only
but-
do.
That doesn't let me defend myself properly.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, and that would only deal 4 for Nicole if she copies it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I do have a weak potion where I could apply 2 more weeks.
Oh,
Do we want to use that now?
hold on, Nicole, you could copy Dan's card that deals 1 damage, throws a weak, and reduce all of our damage by 1. That is an option.
It is an attack card. That is true. That's a good point.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. I can do that.
So 1 more damage in our weak. So now he's only dealing 2 damage to each of us.
Okay, so I'm going to play my Storm, which gives me these 2 channel lightnings at the start of every turn,
Oh,
which goes really well with the
Yes.
lightning effects get +2.
and the evoking and everything.
And I have 2 energy left. So if I was willing to soak the 2 damage, I could play Hand of Greed for 7, but it's probably better just to defend, as much as it pains me to do so.
You have 6 hit points.
Now, if Dan wanted to give me
And we
1,
heal at the end of the...
I could play Hand of Greed, and I could defend 1, and only 1 point of damage is coming through.
That seems like a decent trade.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case, I'll defend for 1.
Set up. You have 1 extra energy.
I have 1 block, and then I'll use Hand of Greed, which does 7 points of damage.
Okay. And now Nicole could copy that for 4 if she wanted.
No, I already copied
she
the other
copied-
thing.
Oh, right. Duh. Thank you.
I'm playing Weave 0 for 1 attack. So 1 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm playing a defend.
Okay.
I am playing Survivor to give myself 2 block, and I have to discard a card. I'm discarding a basic strike.
Wait, you still had 3 energy, right?
Yes.
Why not play the strikes first and then play the defend after?
I thought you
No, you don't
must
have-
have something to discard.
No,
you
can't
don't.
play it.
You don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I
If
didn't
you have
know
nothing
that.
to discard, you can play that and just not discard anything.
Oh, I didn't know that there are some games that work the
No,
opposite
you
way.
cannot.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like
so you can
that
play
in this
both
game.
attacks and then play that.
Okay. Then that the only reason not
Close the battery thing.
oh whoops. Yeah, only reason not to do that is that the energy would carry over to the next turn.
That is true.
That is
And that seems honestly a bit more worthwhile than a single point of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and maybe even 2. So maybe then, rather than both
Yeah.
basic strikes,
Yeah, just defend. And
keep the 2.
yeah. I will do that.
Sweet. Ice cream for the win. Okay, I think we're all done.
End of turn effects. He takes 6 damage.
Oh, right.
That is so nice.
He is
You're the
down
new
to
poisoner.
117. Okay, and now he attacks all of us for 1 twice.
I take
Dink,
1.
Dink.
I take 1.
I block both.
And now we each take another fire card.
It burns.
It literally does.
All right.
I will roll.
That is completely cocked.
Yes. It
3.
is a 3. Which
Does
I think
3 do anything for us?
1, 2, 3. I have 5 energy now. Yummy.
Okay, I don't think 3 does anything.
Nope.
So at the start of turn, I'm going to channel 2 lightning, but one of them is excess, so it turns in 2 points of damage on the boss.
Okay. So 2 damage. There we go. This round, he is just giving us 2 fire cards each. You don't need to defend at all. Peter, now might be a decent time to set it to a 5.
All right, let's consume my Gambler's Brew and change the die to a 5.
Okay. He is now vulnerable.
See, that goes back to the bottom of the potion deck.
So I use my first energy to exhume and pull back out my immolate, which I use my last 2 energy to play.
So it deals 14 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's it for me.
I use Windmill Strike for 5 damage.
What's coming in this turn?
Two
2
those.
fires, but no damage.
Correct. That's what I was saying. Okay, so how much damage, Nicole?
5.
Okay. He is down to 96.
So I'm going to play Ball Lightning, which does 1 point of damage to him. Then channels 1 lightning, which goes into Overflow.
And deals 2 more.
2 more damage to him.
So 3 damage. Very nice. And you're going to deal 9 at end of round now.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
And I'm going to play Inner Peace to enter Calm.
I'm going to use Scrape to do 2 more damage to him. I don't get to use the bottom part of the card.
Okay.
And Strike to deal 1 more damage to him.
Okay. Dan.
I am going to play Burst for 1 energy to double my next skill. My next skill is Cloak and Dagger, which gives me 2 shivs and 2 defense. That takes another energy. And I'm going to play Dash Plus. The timing is a little unfortunate for 2 energy since I don't need all the block, but can't be helped. And that'll deal 3 more energy, 3 more damage.
Sweet.
And I'm going to reserve 1 energy for the next turn.
And we need to pull the vulnerable off, right?
Yes.
And I will start shuffling.
Okay, I think
I
we're all
don't need
done.
to do that.
Okay. We all
Now
take...
Peter does damage.
Yep.
Yep, 9
Don't
points.
shuffle yet.
Okay. Oh, right, because we're
Because we're about to
stuff.
get more fires.
Yes,
Yep.
good point.
9 points.
Okay.
I
Okay.
really like how well these 2 cards work together.
Yep, now we all take 2 fires.
Here you are.
All right, next turn we have
3
Three
damage.
coming in, and then he gets 5 shields at the end of the turn.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
And we may be taking a lot of damage from these fire cards soon. Except for Dan.
Well,
yeah, I
not-
don't have any way to exhaust cards.
I mean, I might. I have a pretty big deck. I may only see one at a time.
Yeah.
If I see 2, then I'm going to use the Purity Potion.
Makes sense. Unless we're definitely killing them.
Yeah, because then they go away.
Note, your armor can protect against the damage from the fire.
What do we got?
I drew one of them, so I draw an extra card.
Did we roll yet for this
No.
time?
Not yet. It is a 6.
Which I don't think does anything.
Nope.
Okay, I got nothing.
All right, let's see what I drew. Ooh, defend fire.
I'm going to play my Swift Potion to draw 3 more cards.
I did not draw any defense cards.
You have a Swift Potion.
So how much damage is incoming?
That's true.
3.
Okay.
And he gets 5 armor.
Okay. I'm playing Dash Plus to give myself 3 block.
I'm playing FTL.
And
a
deal
0+
3 damage
card,
to him.
which does 1 point of damage to him
Hold
unless
on.
we draw a card.
Dan, what did you do?
I dealt 3 damage to him and gave myself 3 block.
Okay, now Peter.
Okay, I'm doing 1 damage to him and drawing a card.
Okay.
I am getting a Shiv and giving myself 1 block.
I am using Third Eye, gaining 3 block and scry 5.
I'm going to use my Swift Potion and draw 3 cards.
Okay.
And only one of them is a defend.
I'm going to deal 7 damage to him. And how's everybody doing on block right now?
I have 4.
So you're protected.
That'll block 3 plus 1 fire.
Okay.
I have 1 block, and which I've got 2 fires and 3 damage coming in. So I am very unprotected. I've got 4 coming through.
Okay. Nicole.
I have 3 block already, and I have 1 fire.
Okay. I'm going to
So-
use my skill potion. Next skill I play this turn is played twice. And I'm going to give me and Peter each 3 armor.
Thank you so much.
I have a weak potion, which will apply to weak as well if we need it.
That would not be horrible.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay. He is double weakened.
Great. So that reduces him to 2 damage, which helps address the fire
2,
card.
3, 4. Yeah, I can protect myself.
Same here, mostly.
I'm playing Hand of Greed, which does 7 damage to him.
Hold on. Still fixing my card draws. So you deal 7?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm playing a Defend to keep myself from taking damage this turn.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to play a Strike to deal 1 damage to him.
Okay.
And then I am going to play a Defend for an extra block. That's it.
I forgot about Storm Plus, start a turn, channel 2 lightning. They both go into overflow, so 4 more damage.
There you go. Okay. Dan, anything else from your side? Because I think the rest of
I have enough block. I am reserving my energy.
Okay.
So I will have 5 energy next turn.
Okay. I take 2 damage from my fires.
I take 1 damage from fire,
I take 1 damage from fire. It's blocked. And
but
then
I also had like water, so I had an additional block from being in calm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he deals 2 damage to all of us.
On. So we wrap that up.
Yep, we've wrapped up
Yep.
the fires.
Okay. Now he deals 2 damage to all of us.
Not yet. End of turn, he takes 9 points.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Thank you. Now he deals 2 damage to all of us.
I block it.
I block
I
it.
block it. Thank
I
you,
take
Tony.
1. And now he gains 5 armor.
Well, good news. 4 of it will go away because I rolled a 4.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, then I deal 4 damage to him.
Would have rather had it be on him, but I'll take it. Anything else from your 4, Nicole? Oh, you gain a draw card.
I draw a card. Yeah.
Okay, my 2 dazes go away, but they're pointless.
I am going to play prepared. I draw a card and I discard a fire. I can do that, right?
Yes.
At the start of turn, I channel 2 lightnings, which both end up getting evoked, causing him 4 damage.
You're basically our poisoner this round. I like it.
Yeah.
Just a different kind of poison.
I am going to scry 3 using my golden eye.
I can do nothing useful. So I am spending 1 energy to play defend twice and giving myself 2 block.
What is he doing this turn?
So did you just deal damage, Nicole?
No.
Okay. This turn, he is going to deal 2 damage to all of us. And give us another fire card.
Fire?
Okay.
Okay.
We want him dead at the end of next turn, before the next turn ends.
Okay.
That's bad.
I will also spend 1 energy to deal 1 point of damage with a basic strike.
Okay.
I only need 2 block, you said?
No, he's only doing 1 because of your weakness. Oh, let me give him that back and get rid of that shield. My bad. So he's dealing 1 damage to all of us because of weakness this round. That's it.
Then I have an extra... Oh, in that case, there's no point in me wasting the energy for burst. I should keep it and just go down to 1 block. So I will do that.
Okay, so in that case, I'm playing Compile Driver, which does 1 damage to him and lets me draw a card.
Reread that.
Draw 1 card for each type of orb you have.
Oh, okay.
You only have one type of orb.
I misunderstood.
So
Okay.
I draw 1 card.
So you deal 1 damage and draw 1.
Which, unfortunately, is a fire.
Shit happens.
I guess I will spend my other 2 energy on defense.
Okay. I would say deal the damage instead, because we're going to heal fully at the end of this. And the likelihood of you surviving next round anyways is bad. So take the 2 damage, deal the 2 extra damage to increase our chance of killing him.
Well, 2 block, I will do 2 more damage.
Okay.
You're dealing 6 or 60?
6. Next round.
So I use liquid memories to pull inner peace out. It costs 0 this turn.
Okay.
And how much is he doing this turn?
1.
Okay.
Plus any fire cards. So me and you are both taking an additional 1.
All right. And then I am going to play Eruption, which does 2, and I enter Wrath.
Nice.
Which I exited Calm, so I effectively get that for free.
Yep.
And then, so now I have 3.
I'm going to do Havoc. Let's rip the Dogs of War, which gives me an armor for free, and it exhausts. Hey, 1 for an armor, and it's out of my deck. And then my last 2 energy, 2 damage.
All right, and then I pay 2 energy. This was retained last turn, so I deal 6 because I'm in Wrath.
Nice.
And then I am going to play Reach Heaven, which deals 4 damage because I have a Miracle and I'm in Wrath.
Very nice.
So that's my damage. And then I am going to play Inner Peace, which is free because I pulled it using Liquid Memories, so I go back into Calm.
So you don't take the damage from that?
And then that gives me a block at the end of the turn. Yep.
Okay. So now he deals 1 damage to all of us.
Before he deals any damage to all of us, he takes 9 points.
Thank you. Then he deals 1 damage to all of us, and I take an additional 1 from my fire card.
Yep.
Same here.
So I effectively take 1 damage this
Same
turn.
here.
I am down to 3.
I am down to 5.
So do we get another fire card?
Kill him or die.
And we get another fire card. So we just need to deal, courtesy of Peter.
Yeah, I will do 9.
We only need to deal 7 damage.
Okay.
And I deal 4 of those at the start of the turn.
And I throw 3 shivs at him and he dies.
Okay, he's dead.
I've been sitting on these shivs and I got a bunch more.
Nice.
Good job.
Phew.
So that worked pretty good. Now remove all fire cards from your deck.
You
Gladly.
don't want to keep them?
No. My deck had grown quite sizable, courtesy of that.
Yep.
You work so hard to keep your deck small, and then he does that?
Oh, I have not worked hard at all to keep my deck small, but
All right, so go us.
yeah, that
We
was
prevailed.
and that's why we didn't use the fire potion.
Yep.
Okay.
And we ended up not needing to use that weak potion either, I feel like, but we didn't know that at the time.
No, that
I
weak
did
potion.
use this swift potion, draw 3 cards, that goes back.
Yeah, it was good to use the weakness potion because we didn't know.
Yeah.
So we get the rewards.
Yep. So we each gain 3 gold. We each
I
get.
need 2 more singles.
I
you're
just
making
made
change?
change
Okay.
for 5.
Okay, and then we each will get a rare draw card pick.
So draw 3 and pick 1.
Yep. And last but not least, we draw 5 boss relics, and we each get to pick 1.
Ooh. What does Wraith Form upgrade to?
Okay, so here's our boss relics to choose from. We have Holy Water. Start of combat, place 2 cubes. Remove a cube to gain an energy. So it's basically 2 bonus energy over 1 combat. No cost. Wrist Blade. Your 0 cost attacks deal +1 damage on each attack, including shivs.
I want that.
I had a feeling.
And this is just a passive that's always in play?
Yeah.
I think I had this last time. Yeah, or the first time. This is really good for me.
Coffee Dripper. Start of turn, gain an energy. At fires, you cannot rest, so you cannot heal. Astrolabe. Upgrade 3 cards. Use it immediately and then discard. And Pandora's Box. Transform 3 cards. Use this immediately, then discard.
I really like the Astrolabe, but I guess everybody probably does. I could also use the Holy Water if somebody else really wants the Astrolabe.
I really want the Holy Water because it pairs well if I get my Bash plus my Eruption.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to suck it up with the coffee dripper. Because I don't have any healing. That could be disastrous. Why didn't we get the curse one?
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice for you.
Well, Cole, do you want to roll a die for choice of the other 2?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. High roll wins. I get a 5.
1.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the Astrolabe and Nicole will get Pandora's Box.
Yep. I don't really want to get the energy is so good, but not being able to rest, man.
Yeah.
So transform 3 cards.
Yep.
I'm taking the Diva
Give
form,
me the
by
Astrolabe.
way.
You have to upgrade 3 immediately.
Yep.
And now one of them can be one of the cards you just got. Or, no, we have to do order of operations. You have to
No.
upgrade. No?
It's weird.
Okay.
Rewards. Blah, blah, blah. Where's the rewards thing? Gain rewards in any order you want.
Okay, so you can upgrade the card you're taking there if you want.
So remind me again what ethereal means. Is that you play it this turn or you lose it?
Yep.
Yes. You play it this turn or it exhausts.
Okay. So this ethereal defragment orb end of turn effects get +1. Could go really well with my orb end of turn effects get +2.
I am taking uppercut.
I am really conflicted on what to take.
Mine was pretty easy. Uppercut, 3 damage, vulnerable, and weaken. And if I upgrade it, it gives a double vulnerable.
Yeah, I am really conflicted.
Why are you conflicted? What are you thinking?
So Doppelganger is basically Nicole's card. If I upgrade it, then it no longer exhausts.
Okay, so what does it say it does?
Play a copy of the last attack or skill played by any player this turn with cost equal to X.
Wow. So you have to pay the same cost.
I have to pay the same cost.
Whereas Nicole's, she pays her cost on her card and just gets it. It's
Yeah.
slightly different,
Yeah,
but it's close.
yeah. Wraith Form costs 3, and it still costs 3 if I upgrade. And it's basically just what it says on the card. You can't lose more than 1 HP per round, but it only lasts 2 rounds. It lasts 2 rounds after the turn I play it, and if I upgrade it, it lasts an extra round. And then Tools of the Trade is draw a card, then discard a card at the start of every turn because it's a power, and if I upgrade it, then it goes to 0 cost.
So I lean on the direction of Doppelganger because we have a lot of powerful cards spread across people. And funny enough, with Doppelganger, you could play Nicole's card.
Yeah, you can't play the card that the retain card. I don't think it would count for that.
Okay. But you can play, like, you could do my 7 damage to an entire row.
Yeah.
There's a lot. You have over 10 gold right now. You could do Peter's 7 damage. There's a lot of things that could be used for.
I'm transforming 2 strikes
Okay.
and a defend.
Okay, what do you get?
I get Cut Through Fate. One damage.
That's
strike
a
2,
straight upgrade.
toss
That's
of
a
the
straight
hand,
upgrade.
And Tranquility.
Ooh.
Not bad.
No, those were straight upgrades. That's
Well,
like,
Tranquility is a little special, but yeah.
the other 2 are great.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter.
So I'm trying to decide between these. So defragment, orb effects at end of turn get +1, but it costs 3.
What
Upgrading it only makes it non-ethereal.
Okay.
So Echo Form's kind of similar. Start of turn, the first attacker skill you play is played twice, but most of my damage isn't coming from attacks or skills.
Yeah, I don't think
So
that's going to help
probably
you.
not useful. Fission is more interesting. Remove all of your orbs. For each orb removed, gain an energy and draw a card, but then exhaust it.
I would say go with Defragment, mainly because you're built for doing that 9 damage every round with your orbs.
And that would go up to 12.
And that'll push it up to 12. The other one would actually be, okay, I get 3 extra energy, but I'm no longer dealing 9 damage. That seems like a bad trick.
Well, but when I have the storm out, I'm going to get 2 of those orbs back at the start of the next turn.
Oh,
That's true.
That is true.
So that's what makes Fission more interesting.
I
Yeah,
finally have something
Fission's
that's going to
free.
give me miracles.
Yes, Fission is also free, and it lets me draw cards and gives me energy.
and what happens if you upgrade Fission?
Instead of removing the orbs, I evoke the orbs.
Which means they deal...
I do 2 damage for each one that I pull out.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I can see why Fission would be interesting. But it's an exhaust, right?
It is an exhaust.
Yeah.
So I think I will probably go with Defragment. Even though it's expensive, it works well with the other cards that I had to add +2.
Yeah.
And it'll upgrade it immediately, so it doesn't turn ethereal.
Oh, yeah, good call. And
What does the ethereal do?
ethereal means if he doesn't play it the hand he draws it exhausts.
Oh, that's rough.
And especially when something costs 3.
Okay.
And I get 2 more upgrades.
Yep. So what else are you upgrading? Do you know, or just going to have to dig through?
Just going to have to dig through.
Okay. So
So what happens if you retain an ethereal card? Does that not work?
it does not work. Well, you can do that with the Runic Pyramid, and then you hold on to it. It didn't discard, so it doesn't exhaust.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we're good then. Peter will upgrade his 2 cards off camera, and we'll call it good. Thank you for joining us as always.